This is my side. Well, welcome to In the Spotlight in my car.
Hi.
Because apparently we can't get into the studio for some reason.
They won't let us in.
Yeah.
We locked out. They won't let us in. And we paid our rent.
So, I just said I'm just going to go ahead and go live on YouTube and we just going to keep it pushing. Because I'm not canceling any more shows. I'm not doing that. I'm going to find some way, somehow to get these interviews done. I got too many people want to do interviews. So, today, we got my girl Poetless Shakespeare. She in the back seat right
everybody.
there.
I'm Shakespeare.
Indeed she is. We're here laughing because she has some and right here we got, the man in the golden mask. He come through too. Yeah.
They was gonna put me in a baby seat right here back.
Yeah, we try to give her a booster seat.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't want to be on camera. I don't want to be on camera.
Okay.
I don't like me. I look crazy. I've had a hard day.
Huh, I don't look crazy and I'm still on camera. So what's wrong with you?
You got a mask on, so yeah.
Chew that in the bag of chips.
See? So.
See, you really had to look to confirm it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this in the car. So, yeah. I can't even tell you where I met this young lady. I was telling EXO, you were like one day you were at a show and I started seeing you at the shows all the time. I remember being at it was a show at Soundstage.
It was?
And the whole time at Soundstage, she was on her phone writing a poem.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Was it Frozen Harbor?
Yes, it was.
And she,
yes,
yeah,
it was.
She was on her phone writing a poem the whole time, right in the front next to me.
The whole time.
And I was like, oh, okay. So she don't even give a damn who's on the stage right now. I think, was it Onyx?
Yeah, because he kept on the bald head one. What's his name? Yeah, he kept on pointing. Did you see him? He kept on pointing like that. He was pointing at me. I was looking up at him, and every time he would say something, I was like, ooh. He kept on pointing at me. So the dude I don't know if y'all seen the dude that was by the steps. He was like,
damn.
And he kept on just pointing like that. So I'm like, I don't know. You can call up on stage. I wrote something high if you want to hear it.
Like the hit, here it go.
Right.
But there's so much that I need to ask. You want to put the window down because it's a little warm, right? So, like, I know that you do poetry. I also seen that you was rhyming on a beat when you did your I guess it was kind of like your debut almost.
Yeah.
At Autobar.
Yeah.
So
it was.
When did you like really start getting into poetry? Look, she
Hold up, this is Brian.
Oh.
Sorry, y'all. So it started when I had like a peak flow in it. I was in the 5th grade, and my 5th grade teacher, I'll never forget, Miss Halliday. Hey, Miss Halliday, if you watch, I don't know if you watch.
Well, you can share it and tag her in.
Yeah,
something,
you know. Yeah. So she was like, everybody, write something that you can relate to.
Right.
So, I mean, we're in the 5th grade. This is in the 90s. The heck we got to worry about it for? My mom ain't put me enough fruit cups in there or something. Like, we ain't had no problems. Like, we was like
she took
Gucci.
it to the fruit cups.
Right, we was Gucci, but then I had to think about it. I was like, okay, I had to dig deep. So, I did a poem called When the Petals Fall.
Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect.
I'm not answering. That's Jay. I'm in the middle of an interview.
Right. So,
shit.
I had wrote a poem called When the Petals Fall. And it was talking about how my father wasn't there, but my mother still kept the pieces together. Somehow, we all was like, my family's real tight, from Emerson Avenue, so, everybody.
Oh, yeah,
like,
up at the village.
Yeah, definitely. And it was like, I was just singing, it wasn't so much of the people dying, it was so much people that distanced themselves.
Right.
Like, we moved off Emerson Avenue, so that's where that, that came from. So then I got to middle school. And, everybody, that's when the bullying wasn't official, but it was official. Like,
right.
Hey, I'm peaking. So they wanted to talk about my height. Little do they know, my grandfather put me in karate, kickboxing, taekwondo.
So you can be able to take care of yourself.
Definitely. And my mother, she was like, no. So my grandfather was like, she has a mouth like her grandmother. She needs to know how to fight. So I was going to Green Spring. It's not Green Spring no more, but shout out everybody who went to Green Spring. And the first day of school, I was going in line, and I never forget, I had a thing for Miss Piggy. So I had my little Miss Piggy,
Yeah.
my homegirl be chilling. So the dude took my Miss Piggy doll. So I was like, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Why somebody go? So we had a hill going up. So I ran on the hill and I spin kicked him, hit him right in his face, knocked him out. So this is the first day of school.
Right.
So when I get there and they called the mother come up there, and I was like, she better not say nothing because my mother and aunt is coming. So she was like, oh, did it? What little dude did it? Da 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 da. Little did she know.
Right.
I'm just sitting there, not saying nothing. I was like, I want her to say something real slick. She was like, so whoever did it, they gonna get whipped today. I'm gonna da 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 da. I was like, all right. So when the principal came out, Miss Matthews, she used to hold her microphone like this to her lips. Like she was stuck in the 60s. Like,
Right.
she like Patricia Johnson. I was like, yes, Miss Matthews. Do you know what she did?
Yes, I was there.
All right. I like, no, I didn't. You could get put out for that. I'm like, I was defending myself. She
Right.
had no business messing with me. Long story short, she was like, she did that? He was like, Ma, you told me to hit a girl. She was like, you did that to my son. I was like, yeah. She looked at her son. She was like, don't say nothing to her for the rest of the year. And ever since then, if he would bring lunch, he would have something for me. If he would have lunch money, he would like, here you go. I'm like, you daggone right. You daggone right. Don't play with me. But yeah, I always been by myself. And Dr. Andre Bunley, shout out Doc. He was like, I used to fight a lot just because I know I could beat people up. Like, you ain't gonna do nothing to me. He was like, look, I'm either gonna put you out or you're gonna be in this open mic poetry contest.
Mm.
And I was like, okay, mom, getting put out. Not gonna work. Sign me up. So the first poem that I did was Maya Angelou, Phenomenal Woman. I didn't know why I picked that poem. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna remember it. Killed it, as always. Got to high school, da-da-da-da.
She's so confident in herself, isn't
Right.
she?
Got out of that phase. I was like, poetry not me. No. So I used to wrestle. I was on the debate team. I was on the swim team. I was the cheerleader. I was on the pep squad. I did everything but run that school. I did run the school in a sense, but, shout out to my Northern Vikings. So it took me till I was 22. I was 19. Sorry, but no, 18, 19, somewhere around there.
Mm.
I was going to BCCC. Everything was cool. I was going for nursing. Next year after that, I lost my first daughter. April 23rd.
Mm.
A week after that, my grandfather passed away from cancer. So it was like, I gotta go to school. This doing finals, like finals. So I was like, man, I went in labor at school. People at BCCC are so stupid. I was like, oh my gosh, my water broke. This dummy, the security was like, here you go. I was like, what is he? Like, I never would. You say your water broke. I said,
Oh my God.
Holy shit. Man.
I was like, oh my gosh.
Fucking idiot.
That shows you that you do not have to be smart to work
be dumb.
security.
Exactly.
Go.
So when I get to university, shout out to my Uncle James. He's not my real uncle, but he was first he was going to ask me to buy him something to eat. And I just started calling him like, don't ask me for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, are you hungry? I was like, yes, but I can't eat. So he was like, what's wrong? I'm like, I'm having a baby or the baby having me. I want to get out of here.
Funny as
So
shit.
when I got to university, he was like, hey now, my niece need a wheelchair, she need a room, the best doctors, what's your name? Come help her, this and that. But he didn't know me from Adam to Eve.
Right.
He stayed with me the whole
Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect.
Hold up. We're still recording, but Jay's just going to be on here. Oh, hello?
Hello?
Yeah?
You should be having feeling.
Oh, well, I'm already started my show. I'm on YouTube, and you're on YouTube too, so, yeah.
Huh?
I've already started my show. I'm on YouTube.
We sitting in the car.
I'm sitting on the car. I don't know who was coming or if anybody was coming, so I'm doing it. You're in the middle of my interview right now.
Alright.
All right.
Shit.
Oh, and it stopped it. You son of a bitch. Sorry about that, everybody.
So, after that, I was like, all right, I didn't want to tell nobody because I'm young myself. So I was like, all right. Then I wanted to tell my mother, and I was like, okay, my grandfather was passed, so I couldn't tell my mother. Because the last thing my mother said to me right before my grandfather passed was like, I don't want to lose you. Or anyway, I was like, no, I can't tell her. So then me and my
Did she know you was pregnant?
She knew, but she wanted me to come out like, Mom, this and that, this and that. And
Yeah.
I was like, Mom, I can't. But she knew though. Like,
moms always seem to know.
yeah,
Like I knew my daughter was pregnant with her last child, and she didn't want to tell anybody because she had just had Tempe, my granddaughter, and then turn around, she got pregnant with Sincere right after.
Right.
And she was like, she didn't want to deal with people's questions, their judgments, or anything else.
Yeah.
But I seen her belly getting bigger. Mothers know.
No, yeah, they know.
So you.
So after that, I held everything in. I was on like a bench, like I hate the world, this and that. So, Brian, everybody know who Mr. Lyrics is.
Yes.
He was like, so what we gonna do? I was like, I don't know. So I was like, oh, I know I'm gonna be a rapper. He was like, what? At this time I was just joking. I was like, I'm gonna
was
be
he
a rapper.
Was he rapping at the time?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was in the beginning. This one he was a ghostwriter.
Mm.
That's in the beginning before he became Brian with the lyrics. That was his name. Don't look.
Yeah, I know.
We had our own face. So I swear for life I sounded like Dr. Seuss because, like, let's say for instance, I'm telling you. All right, let's say if my poem was called In the Sunlight, my poem was like, oh my gosh, I'm so in love in the sunlight. He this and that in the sunlight. Like, that's, the Brian was like, no, you're not about to embarrass me.
Right.
So then I started over and over and over again. So the first thing that he gave me to do when he was like, all right, you got to do something for his first album. I cannot remember the name of it, but I killed it. He was like, oh, so that's what we doing, huh? I'm like, yes, we doing. All right, so rock with it. And ever since then, I just been bing, bang, boom. So I am who I am today.
So when so where have you done your poetry? I know that, like I said, I know at Ottobar you got to get on stage and you did poetry, and then next thing I know, I was the one. I don't know about anybody else, but I was shocked when I heard the beat drop and you was on. I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She on the beat, because me personally, I write. I like to write, but I write. It's not. I don't call it poetry, but it's like whatever thoughts I have in my head, and I write them down. Sometimes I'll write them and put them on Facebook.
Quiet whispers. Ooh, write that down.
See, look, she's always writing something in her
XO.
phone.
Remember, quiet whispers.
What's it
So
called?
quiet whispers.
God, let me do this right now. I'm not trying to get in trouble for today.
Because she's not going to remember. But you can always go back and watch this and see.
I am.
There we go.
But I still get blamed.
Right.
You will.
Of course.
Bullshit.
Isn't it, though?
Mm-hmm.
See, and we can actually cuss on this. We can't cuss in there, but we can cuss on this right now.
Fuck yeah, motherfucker.
Yes. Son of a
You
bitch.
was gonna do it.
But, because I know, like, Chenier used to put on, like, Poetry Wars and the different
Right.
places, and there was, like, Warm Wednesdays at 5
I
Seasons.
used to go there too.
And do all the poetry.
Yep. Love
And-
the poet. Yeah.
Yes. And, like, I remember the first time that I went to one of the events, and I was just like, my problem is I write stuff, but I don't remember what
Right.
I wrote.
Right.
So when I see somebody get up there and just recite something that they've written, and it's like stanzas and stanzas and stanzas.
Right.
See, I remember that from my literature class that I took when I was in school. That, I'm amazed. That's why, like, I'm amazed at artists who can
Get up there and do
write.
that.
They can write lyrics and then remember them when they get on stage, because the beat drops and it automatically, So that always amazes me. I wrote poetry in the 5th grade too. My poem, mind you, I'm old. I wrote this poem called Sweet Dreams.
Oh, I like that.
Do you all remember the Eurythmics song, Sweet Dreams Are Made
Made
of
of
These?
these.
I wrote this poem called Sweet Dreams, and then either that year or the following year, they came out with that song. And I was like, they stole my poem.
Right.
That's the only thing I could think of. They stole my poem.
Right.
But of course, mine was nothing like the song. But it was like the whole concept of the sweet dreams and all like that. But like, I used to write poetry because I was going through stuff, and and I could never write happy poems.
Right.
It was always my deep dark depression,
Mm-hmm.
my hating things and hating life, and but it was my way of being able to get it out of me.
Right.
And like now, I write stuff on Facebook. I'll write it out just to get it off my brain, get it off of me. I wrote something once, and Scar Akbar hit me up like 3 days later and was like, yeah, you wrote such and such on Facebook. I said, when?
Right.
He was like, the other day, and I was scrolling back, and it was like, I said, Scar, was 3 days ago.
Exactly. Right.
I don't remember that. I don't remember.
Right.
I write it, get it off me so I can move on.
That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do.
So, I know that you have a book out as well. Look, she got it right there, too. Look, I gotta find it. It's in here somewhere. She got books and spiral notebooks and everything. She's got a book.
Oh yeah,
Don't never assume.
I know it's a double negative. Get off my back about it. I got all A's. It's just a marketing strategy, and it's working.
Right.
Shout out to DJ Twiz and XO for the dope artwork.
So, what is the book about?
All right, so Lacey, she has everything. I mean, her life is picture perfect. Like, she have her own business. You know, she has a husband who's like the head in the DA department.
Right.
So she have nothing. Like, if homegirl wanted to, I don't want to work, because she write her own check pretty much.
Right.
James, his way of dealing with anger is being destructive in a sense. But this time it got worse. She hooked up with the wrong person for the wrong reason and got hooked up in it.
Here I am, sis.
Roger,
You got this guy here?
Roger knew what was going on. That's Lacey's best friend, but
Right.
Roger's not trying to say anything until at the end. So it's like, don't never assume that your circle is airtight, because somebody will always air you out. Oh, I like that. That was the whole ball right there.
It's gonna be on here.
Oh, all right,
It's at what is that? Yeah, like 17 minutes, like right before 17 minutes.
Oh, all right,
That's
cool.
where that is. Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pause this. Well, not really pause it, because y'all gonna see us carry it into me carry the phone into the building. But we're gonna pause this, and then we're gonna get inside where it's air conditioned and we don't have traffic in the background. Yeah. So we're gonna be right back.
All about. Move on.
Cool, let me tell Angie I'll be right with her.
Oh, is the child lock on there?
I think so.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
there it goes. The door was locked for some reason. We already started the show.
I was going to get you here 42 hours ago.
Huh?
Did you just put me on camera?
Yes, I did.
Said like you get us every week, so.
Yep.
Well, we get you every week.
Yep. I was like, I didn't know if anybody was coming. Jay said you were coming. I was sitting there. I said, well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start the show. We've been sitting in my car.
It's my fault for looking at the clock wrong. Honestly. Charge it to me.
So then Jay called me and I swiped it right over because I was in the middle of interviewing. Leave me alone. We wait for no one. Let me sit right here in this first chair right here.
Hey,
What's up?
what's up?
What's going on?
I'm having issues.
No, homegirl Angie, the other day, supposed to be taking me out before I'd be done in the morning.
What happened?
No, my homegirl Angie outside. I said, what are you doing? I'm doing an interview. I guess I'm just finished. I said, no.
No. She could have came in and sat on the couch.
You got somebody outside?
Oh, my homegirl Angie, she be all right.
Come in.
She be all
Right. Ain't that something? And we still recording, looking crazy, but that's okay.
That's improv, baby.
I told him, I was just, Jay called, I swiped it over, declined it because I was in the middle of talking. And then he called back. I said, I'm going to answer this. I said, I am in the middle of an interview right now, and you are interrupting my interview.
Let me know when you're ready. There you go. Let me see it under.
Alright. So we was in the car and we was chit-chatting and we was talking and yeah. Because time waits for nobody. You can go ahead. You just starting?
Power 4.4 Radio, 100% real hip-hop and R&B.
What's going on, people? This your boy Jamie Broad, the Entrepreneur Corner. Make sure you tune in each and every Friday here on Power 4.4 Radio, live and direct at 8 p.m. Come check your boy out.
Owner of AKA Skin, sickle cell advocate, and skincare enthusiast at Power 4.4 Radio. The station where people are the power.
Hey, it's your girl Lisa, the Baltimore Paparazzi in the spotlight. Power 4.4 Radio. I'm still trying to set up. We already started live on YouTube. So if you're gonna miss some things, you can always go to the Baltimore Paparazzi YouTube channel and see this interview and all other interviews for the past 3 years. Yeah. The first week of September was my 3-year anniversary of having my show. Hey. I'm kind of upset with you, but I'm happy for you at the same time. That's that little baby surprise. Yeah.
Man, that was the hardest thing I ever did in my life.
I bet it was.
Trust me, it is.
So yeah, YouTube, bear with me because this thing's acting dumb as crazy. Right.
Why are you hugging me so tight?
Okay, can we get this interview going to Brian Lyrics and Man in the Golden Mask, Exoskeleton?
Ain't nobody.
Like you're not on the radio right now.
Right. Like we're not even in the middle of the stuff. How you doing, honey?
I'm chilling. I'm sleepy.
Okay, I guess so. All them damn children.
Go ahead to the hard questions.
Right, the hard question. Oh, so we were just talking about one that I actually saw. I told her when I first thought I sounded like Dr. Seuss. You were like, no, that's not what we're going to do today.
No, Dr. Seuss is better than you.
You know what?
Can you tell they're best friends, people? Can you tell that they're best friends? So, so the book is actually it's a novel.
Right, it's a novel, but it has poetry for every chapter. Has never been done. Never been done. No one had, not even Maya Angelou, may she rest in peace. Nobody had the book that has poetry that goes along with the story. I'm dope like that.
Right.
So if y'all try to do it, make sure y'all give me proper. I'm the mother of this. Ain't that what they say? The mother of this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm the mother of this.
Right.
Right, I'm the mother of this. You don't like it? Too bad. I birthed it. Yes. That's right. And,
I'm having issues here, but I'm gonna rig it up because that's what I do. If duct tape don't fix it, then yeah. It's been broke. It just wants to act stupid. So, but yeah.
Just bear with it.
I'm keeping on talking. I'll keep on working on this. It look crazy, but guess what? We on air. We on live. We on that live over there. That's the Power 4.4 live from the page. So, we plan on. We might have as much fun today as we did last Saturday.
Cause of me, yay.
Yeah.
Did you get dancing?
Yeah, you know.
You slept last night.
Yeah, I did. Oh my gosh, I did.
Brian says sleep. What is that? What is that?
I heard of this thing. I think I may have seen it before.
Right.
I know a place. Long.
Right. So, Yeah, because like I wasn't sure exactly when you talking about the book. I wasn't sure what kind of book. I thought it was going to be all poetry because you're a poet. So you're not only a poet and a lyricist, rapper, artist. You're also a novelist.
Yeah.
And what happened today? No.
He will beat me up for real. Like, wait a minute, I'm the only one that can have to do. I got my certification to be a poetry text, so now I can legally drug y'all up. Drug all my life.
Yeah, I love
weed out.
Right. Drug all my. And you know, it's a cannabis store right down the street. And they have now hiring side, and they do hire poetry text. So I'm about to go in
what
there.
Starbuds?
Yeah, they're like, shut up. Every time I come out there, like, ooh.
You'll get contacts just from being in there.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
I got contact from walking past the building.
Oh yeah, some good stuff in there. I ain't been in that one, but yeah, there's some good stuff in there. Yeah. Look at Brian looking like. Yes, I have. Yes, I have a medical card. Yes.
So you can't see my eyes already?
Can't see your eyes at all. What are you talking about?
Right.
Your eyes are black. So
you looking to see your eyes?
No. Looking to see my what?
Your eyes.
Why'd you say my ass?
oh my goodness. See, this is why. This is why the teacher, like me thinking that I'm a teacher, I'm gonna have to separate these three, right? I'm gonna have to separate them
From what?
from each other.
Oh.
Brian, you are sleep deprived.
I knew what she was saying.
Oh,
It didn't feel right.
Right.
They didn't do that when we was in school together.
Right.
Not him.
No.
They separated us from school because he wanted to be in West Side.
So what's wrong with that? When I moved to Baltimore, that's where I went. West
We're
Side.
East Sideans.
Oh, I'm East Side now. Northeast.
We accept you.
Northeast.
We accept you. That's where I'm from.
I'm getting ready to be a Hartford County, and that's where I'm getting ready to go.
Shut.
I gotta get out this city.
I'm an Essexan, but that's the same thing. As
Yeah.
I need to get one of these. Where y'all get these from? People saying they're so cute. I need one.
They cute.
Yeah.
I'm a born sinner, but
Don't
I
look
got
at me.
better than that. I swear. Y'all don't know that J. Cole album.
Oh, I got that Jago album on my phone.
I'm about to say.
I never heard it.
I had to get dressed.
What?
I had to get dressed like I'm not for the radio.
Yeah.
What?
Never heard it.
You're now dismissed.
Never listened to Born Center.
Nope.
You are now dismissed.
Ooh.
Good evening.
And you haven't watched the Wu-Tang thing yet. Ooh.
I hadn't watched the music yet. See, my internet been acting up because I've been like stealing the internet for a while. And like,
You said I was
Comcast ain't with it no more.
Not at all.
So now I gotta go get my own
I don't
internet.
have time.
I know. I understand.
Oh crap, you got a cure.
No, a story. Similar story.
Similar story. So back to Poetless Shakespeare.
Oh crap, I'm going to jail. Back to Poetless Shakespeare.
Yes. So, well, as we were talking in the car,
Right, we were talking in the car.
and we were talking about the book and everything, and like just from what you were saying about the book, like now I gotta read the book.
You have to.
I'm telling you, I have to because it sounds like a very interesting story.
It is.
So, we talked about when you started writing poetry and you like kind of stopped doing poetry. You know, going to school.
Yeah, I just graduated, by the way.
Yes, I know. Congratulations.
No twerking, just A's and B's. Graduation, cap and gown.
You didn't graduate? I'm twerking master 300.
No. I hate him so much right now.
In my Khalees voice.
Right. Thank you.
Right.
I got it earlier.
Yeah, he got it earlier, so yes.
She was talking about Noah. She just didn't know it yet.
Aww, that's horrible.
Shot. Everybody.
Y'all see this, right? Y'all forgot that you was on the no, they don't care.
But when I came back, it was because of Mr. Lyric. We were sitting in my house, like I said, we were sitting in my house. And I was like, "Hey,
Yeah, pull that. Yeah.
Oh, thank you." I was like, "Hey, this is what I'm gonna do." So he was like, "All right, let me get some." So I told him every title of my
Right.
poem, had to be in there like the stars was blue, the sky was blue, da 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 da, and then it ended because it was blue. Brown was like, that is the wackiest, tackiest. Like he went.
But
in.
you know what? That's a good.
Just like that.
That's a good friend.
Well, when I say he went in, it wasn't no. It's okay. No, he went. Rip that up. Is that still there? Get rid of it.
I'm finna go jump when I leave out of here.
Whatever.
But you know, to me, that's what a good friend is. That's what a good friend does. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we've been rocking since what?
10th grade.
97.
Second grade, second grade. My second time in ninth grade.
Right.
Don't tell nobody I failed.
You just told everybody.
Right.
Hey, but I skipped the 11th though, so bad.
Oh, so you was right on track.
Right. Me and Brown was in the same English class for the whole 4 years, even for Saturday.
Even for Saturday school and summer school.
Yeah. No, I had French. Oh yeah, you had French too, didn't you?
No, all I feel was English.
Oh yeah.
You have it?
And he got mad because we had Miss Donaldson, and Miss Donaldson was like, "You already failed." Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Like Brown. Funny thing. First day we got in there, we were sitting down. So Brown was like, "Hey, isn't this a teacher that failed you already?" I said, "I don't know. I don't care. I'm just in here. I don't care."
Right.
So we sitting there. So she's like a little bit taller. She about your height.
Yeah.
She came in. She's like, "I want to let everybody know, as of today, you have earned yourself an F." Everybody is quiet. Out of nowhere, Brian, what the crap? I'm here. I'm like,
There we go. I'm supposed to remember something like that.
She did.
Like 40 years ago. How old are you again?
Mind your business. So,
Happy birthday. My first time.
thank you. Yeah, it's my birthday. You know, Virgos, we rock like that.
My husband was a Virgo, and yes.
So she would put journals on the board. So Brian, I ain't writing no journals. That's this stuff. Da 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 da.
I said that.
Yes, you did. So I was like, all right, so I was on the wrestling team, so I was hardly in class. So Brown was sitting, so Brown was like, "You want a class today?" I was like, "Nope, I have a class. We have a match. You ain't got no daggone match. You just want to run the hall to get in fights." I was like, "That's not true." End of the year, Brian came up to me. Brian was like, "I can't believe Miss Donaldson failed me." Brian, she failed me. I said, "Who? Calm down, Miss Donaldson." I was like, "Oh." He was like, "What you get?" I was like, "She gave me a B." How you get a B? No, you ain't hardly in class. You ain't bring your butt in class. I said, "I did the journal. I did the journal."
My journals happened around.
Mine did.
And she
Mine
didn't
did.
accept that.
They would get
Tell her
into
that's
all
how
the
you
time.
write.
Pam and Miss Donaldson would get in it every. As soon as you get, "Brian, are you going to talk today?" I didn't even say nothing. "You're talking now. Be quiet."
She asked you a question. Let's get this together. She
set
asked
me up for
yes.
failure, literally.
Yes, she did.
Miss
She said
Donaldson
you.
ain't like nobody.
This
When I
is how
say
it's cute.
nobody, she didn't like nobody.
That's why.
And she still don't like me.
Yeah,
Cute
I'm see.
You really gonna put the camera on me for that? Like?
Yes.
But yeah, my career is just spun out of control. And when he put me on his album, what's the first album? Chronic Illness. It was on my birthday, matter of fact. We were sitting in the yard. I just had a little cookout or whatever. And he was like, "I want you to be on the next album, but you have to prove yourself to me."
It's like the first one I put out.
The first one. So I was like, all right, so I just started rhyming off the top of my head. He was like, "You ain't writing that down?" I was like, "That legit." He was like, "I said write it down." And I said, "Done." And then,
She had the title track.
right.
Chronic Illness.
And then I've been on every album except the last one you put on. I ain't gonna say nothing. I was
Which one? The one that's not
every
out yet?
No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking
September
about.
20th.
No, I'm talking about the other one. Not the one with all your children. I'm talking about the other one. That one.
That's
you
the
been
only one
doing.
you're not on. You on 7.
No, I'm talking about the other one that you're getting ready to do.
Oh,
Yeah,
did well sincerely yours.
Then
I
you
ain't
had
even
me-
talking about that one yet.
Oh, my bad.
4 seasons, September 20th.
Can I leave?
But she's still not on it. So
I barely started writing it.
right.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure he hasn't even got into it.
Best friend-in-law.
How do you end that block? I mean, bouncing. You was just doing exos, now you over there.
For some reason, hers is more interesting, so you know.
But yeah, so
You
then
got your face over here.
the big challenge came. Like, this is the hype of my career. EXO hit me up. He was like, "I don't know how to ask you this." I'm like,
What?
he was like, "I don't even know." Listen, he was like, "I don't even know how to ask you this." I said, "Ask me," when he was like, "Don't tell nobody, not even Jesus." I said, "He was talking to Brian." Okay. Clearly they were talking to each other. Okay, it's a mutual thing. He was like, "We're gonna put you on our album. I was like, with whom? So I was like, the Gil? He was like, yeah. I said, no, the Gil, like you, Tizzy. He was like, there's another Gil. I was like, no. I said, y'all have bars. Like, y'all have bars, but you want me to be on that? So he was like, yeah. So I went over to the house, and I was like, let me hear the beats on the beat drop. I was like, okay. I said, I'm ready. He was like, no, you're not. I said, give me the beat. What I do?
The same thing you always do.
Like, high five.
No. Get off yourself.
No. Yeah.
You want it? You have it.
No, she needs to tell you what happened when she was coming down here the guy at McDonald's shop and the Fiends. Oh my goodness. You got to tell that story on.
Let me tell you. So I had to walk my little legs. If y'all don't know me, I'm like really.
Look, she ain't, but like she's.
Hold
the chair.
But you standing beside me. You break your neck in this building.
I'm really short, but you see.
Okay, but my chairs are really, yeah.
Your chairs really, they ain't make enough money yet. You can't sue them yet.
Right.
They just started.
So listen, I had to walk from Frankfurt all the way up here because the buses are exit. So the first incident, it was
Brian, listen to this. This is funny.
A drug-infested couple, I want to say, but nice words.
Fiends.
Right, thank you. I'm walking like I'm in earphones, I'm bopping. I think I was this dude, doesn't matter. Out the blue, the lady says, you want my dude. That's not really
Yeah,
but
we got cleaned it up.
I'm steady walking. She said it again, you want my dude.
No, stop wanting her dude then.
I told her, I said, he look like he had texture, please, clean him up. I don't want him. So then she said, oh, you're really mad.
Brian's got this shit like, say, what?
What?
That's how I was too. So I was like, do I fight? Do I just walk? I kept on walking.
You go in there and get yourself a Slurpee.
Walk past McDonald's. So the fat girl, like, look at the time, like, we got enough time. We can get 20 nuggets, keep it moving, and we can still walk. We already walking anyway. Bing, bang, boom. Ain't nobody call you and say, hey, where you at? So we good, right? The dude comes out, he was like, hey, you cute. I said, I know I have a mirror, but thank you. So he kept on talking. I said, look, first of all, can you give me a 20-piece nugget on the arm right now? He said, oh, I just started working. You're wasting my time. You can't give me no nuggets on the arm. What are we talking for? Have a good. He's like, but you just started today. You don't have no food. You don't even have access to the fryer to fry the fry. You have no. You can't even go to the broke ice cream machine and pretend like you make
ice cream.
How you know it don't work today?
Because it don't. It never works. All the cars,
3 times a month. 3 times a
If
month.
you're lucky.
That was my dilemma for today. Like,
Yeah, but
So you must be cute today. Congratulations. Talk to your hairstylist in the thing, in the shirt, the Calvin book shirt. The thing was coming for.
Yeah.
but yeah, so y'all have to get this book. I'm gonna tell you, since I have really been promoting my book, this is the weirdest thing I ever said, ever heard. I go to Barnes and Noble, so I'm saying, hey, you should buy this book. So the chick and her dude looking at, so the dude, he was already with, he was like, yeah, baby. So the chick looked me up, and I said, hold up, sis, Black Girl Magic over here. You need some? No, ain't about that life. I'm just trying to promote my book. You ain't nobody. I said, can I get a manager over here, please? So you know, they always happy down in Barnes and Noble.
Yes.
So luckily, Mark, hey Mark, I know you're watching. So Mark comes, he's like, hey, yeah, I just want to let you know I've been looking at your sales on that website. How about, girlfriend? So the girl was like, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
So then I was like, Mark, can you say that one more time? Oh, yeah, you didn't know she's one of our featuring artists for this month. I said, oh, in my Cardi B voice. So she was like, because at first I was like, oh, you know, you got different, you know, I was like, oh, did she just come? So then when I was, she was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, this and that. I was like, no, you're not. But you can go ahead and buy my book though, since you know it's on Barnes and Nobles now.
Right.
Go ahead and cop that, sis. Thank you. So then her dude was like, I told you don't say nothing to that nice lady. She just wanted to promote her book. I said, here we go with the Friday thing. Right. I mean, but she was like really in her book. And I'm just going to say this. Ladies, if you are insecure, don't bring your man out the house, and vice versa. Because if your dude cannot say, "Hey, you look nice," that's it. Hey, how you doing? Like all the time, I say, "Hey." When the dude say, "You look nice," I say, "Thank you, you too." I keep moving. So one dude like, "I was really trying to talk to him." I said, "Look, you gotta be dumb it down for me. Like, I don't know, you gotta have a sign, a marching band that say, 'Hey, I want to talk
You got
to you.'"
that little airplane,
Right.
that little airplane that flies with the Geico flag. You got to have the flag behind it saying, "Hey, I want to talk to you."
And you gotta
Yeah.
be specific. Hey, 4-4. Can I talk to you?
Right.
Oh, the 4.4. This is your radio station.
Hey.
Right.
You're the power 4-4.
I just want them to know that Antoine took my height and made it a whole station.
You are the power of the 4.4.
I am the
Jay came up
mascot.
with the name.
I am the mascot.
Well, it was Jay. Look, as I said, Jay came up with the name.
I'm not even talking to Jay because he did not even wish me a happy birthday, but that's never near nor there.
Why do you know that 4,562 friends on Facebook and you didn't know one person didn't
Because
say that?
every year I have the same 10 friends that say happy birthday to me. If I don't see one friend,
Oh shoot! I left your pen at the store.
pause, you need to take a break.
See what happened was
It's gonna be some furniture moving around.
my birthday pants. I ain't get no hat yet.
No, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Me and him do this every year. I get him 2 hats. He get me some pens, a cake, and a card. He was having babies. You know, it was baby making season for him. So therefore, when I said,
Seasons like that.
listen, you know what? Listen, when I told him, I said, "Hey, we're gonna go out such and such weekend." That was the same weekend the baby wanted to come, so
Right.
I didn't get no hat.
The baby that we didn't know anything about.
Look, I want to hear something funny.
Can you repeat that again? please?
The baby that we didn't know anything about.
I'll turn this way. All cameras this way. I know it's not my show, but this one too.
Hold up.
Oh, you ain't.
Hold up.
My parents didn't know about it
Ooh!
until 7 months.
How did that go over?
She
You
started
know
the show.
what? And it's so funny because me and Brown, we've
Okay, what's up?
been,
You ain't got to serve me no more.
me and Brown, we've been rocking like on a serious note. We've been rocking for like 20 years plus, and we always get the same
Carried it to.
right courage to travel the
How
world.
you said you was 25 over there? How was?
I said I was 26. You know I hate
You
all
said you
numbers.
26.
I said I'm 26 and loving it.
Man, I didn't know you since you was 6. How old am
Look,
I? One of us old as crick.
But listen, every time somebody says, "Oh my gosh, you can't be best friends with the opposite sex," and
Yes,
every
you
year
can.
We have the Bronny will put up the picture of us when we were at the prom, or I put up
I was supposed to
one.
put that up for your birthday, but I couldn't find
I'm
it.
like, yo, since me and him been rocking, I will honestly have to say
Since
we've
15?
been through
Since
everything.
21
Like
years.
we've been through puberty together almost.
Yeah.
We've been through
That's a bit much.
everything. I mean, I'm just trying to say, you know how.
I know, but I didn't tell you when it was my time of the month.
I didn't tell you what mine, but we come on at the same time though. High five. But I just want to let everybody. At this point, I don't care who rocks with me, who don't. If I'm doing something wrong, if Brian don't say, "Hey, you know you acting stupid, right?" What is wrong? Because he will do that. He will.
But
if I'm
like I
doing
said, that's
something,
a true friend.
He will. He was like, it's been a couple of times where I had a dumb moment. He was like, "Oh, you know you're wrong, right? You know you're wrong, right?" And vice versa. But I haven't had a problem with nobody ever coming to me face to face. It ain't stupid saying, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe this." If I'm every time I date somebody, that's the guy that I go to. I'm like, "Brian, you gotta come." He's like, "Oh my gosh, he ain't gonna last long. Who we going for?" But I'm like, "Brian, I had to set him up because he was like, where we going? Why we going here?" I'm like, "I'm gonna get you a hat. All right, let's go." Then he see a guy.
You make
You
it sound like
set
me.
me up.
And you just give me
You
everything.
set me up. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you
You
did
get my
that.
head.
But that's that thing though.
But you know, my ex just hit me up the other day. We were talking on the phone, and he was like, "So, what do you think about?" You know, he asked me about his girlfriend. I was like, "What do you mean? That's your girlfriend. You're dating her." He said, "But I know you're gonna tell me the truth." I said, "I'll tell you what I told you to begin with when I found out because you didn't tell me. I found out because I'm a Facebook FBI agent."
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. So
And-
why you ain't find out about the baby?
because nothing was posted. So yeah.
Wanna know what happened though? You all watched that video though.
Yeah, I did watch it.
Everybody
And she's beautiful.
Shout out to you, Bree. Oh my
Yeah, I don't know
God.
about all
Y'all
that.
hear this album, y'all have to listen to his oldest daughter sing. Like when I heard, I was in tears. I'm like, oh, wait. I used to change her diapers. Wait a minute, she didn't tell me. She can sing.
See what happened was.
I'm not on the album. I'm on nobody's album.
You want to be on my next album? You on my next album?
We can do
There we go.
Oh, Antoine.
Antoine got me.
The album is finally out on. Come on, write it on.
It's a woman baby, don't hit it.
Yeah, it's finally done. Because every time Antoine's like, I guess we ain't gonna get that album, huh? I guess we ain't gonna get it, huh? But now, go copy.
I bet. Did you listen yet?
He ain't know it was out.
What you mean you ain't know?
Posted multiple times.
I knew about as much about that as I knew about the baby.
Right.
Oh.
The difference is, I
That
was
baby was
posted
on
multiple
the
times. So we checked.
But I mean, like I've come across, in this music scene, I've come across a few people who they've known each other for multiple years. You know what I mean? And it's very rare that it's been multiple years. You know what I mean? Like you guys grew up together, you went to school together, you like your best friends, everything. So when I see that, for me, like being able to say, like I go, hey, Exo, remember the time we was at Sonar? I like memories.
True.
So when I see you guys talking about, well, back when we were in school and da-da-da, it's heartwarming to me because a lot of these relationships and friendships that you build through this scene, some of them are not what they seem to be. Some of them are false. Some of them are it's because I'm friends with you because of what you can do for me. Oh, I'm gonna be friends with Lisa because of the pictures and I can get on the interview whenever I want to, or I'm gonna be friends with her because she's got these connections with these different producers and whatnot. You know what I mean? And I've come across that quite a bit for myself. So, I mean, I know y'all have seen the memes where it says, be careful who you call sis, be careful who you call family, be careful. And it's very, very true. But because you guys started out way before this, it makes everything that you do it's solidified. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's hard to meet people in this scene, and I guess when I first came in, I was naive to the fact. You know what I mean? But I still was real cautious of people because I'm real cautious about people anyway. But I had made friends that I thought were true friends. But when it came time to be a friend,
There was no way to be friends.
I was standing there by myself.
You start off with a whole plethora and then you just like swivel down until you find out the rules.
Right, because like it's just like when you start out with like a group. And this is what I've seen. Like, okay, you got a group of four artists. They're individual artists, but they come together as a group, like the Guild did. There's 3 of you guys, but you got these individuals who come together, and it works. But then all of a sudden, three of the 4 are working, and then you got one that's just kind of riding on everybody's coattails.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then they don't want to do shows, or they come up with these excuses of why they don't want to do something. You know what I mean? I'm not.
It's your eyebrow.
So like that's why, like when I have these conversations with people on this show, and they start talking about and I just sit back and I just smile because that makes your work ethic better to me. It makes your music better to me. And that's just.
I am.
Look, we just already talked about how she was at Frozen Harbor and Onyx was on stage and she was on her phone writing the whole time.
Yeah.
I think I got pictures of that too.
You do.
And they was super lit for 40-year-old men.
Oh, I had people asking me, well, who's gonna go and see them? They only had a couple hits, and I was like, well, trust me, they was rocking on that stage. I don't know what you was talking about.
They drunk was way packed compared to like some of the other drinks I went to. Like who was it? Dragon, he didn't bring out a bit all that.
Well, see, and with that was Frank. Frank wanted him there. Frank wanted as a fan. Like Frank booked him at. Like he was like, I want to see Dragon. He did, and I got a picture with him. He was we talked everything.
I don't know the words. Some of my flip flops.
He said some of my flip flops. I'm done with them.
I was singing the edited version, you know. I gotta go to church tomorrow. Exactly. They're gonna see me.
Gotta go to church. Church in the morning.
Church in the morning. That's a song.
That's a song? If you scared, go to church.
Right.
I don't know about all that.
Ice Cube said it. I was like, you sure?
Cube, are you sure? Alright. I'm gonna go.
My Bible.
Alright. Ice Cube said it, so
Like,
I have
let me get up out of here.
That's his tech.
No, that's because you ain't living life right.
So y'all have
Jesus is like, oh yeah, you scared?
What's wrong with your phone? Something happened with your phone? No.
I don't want to die.
Oh.
So y'all have to get this book. Y'all really have to read. Even if you don't read, just pretend like you like the words. But just go ahead and
You got any pictures in there for those who can't read?
I'm gonna tell you, you know what, ladies, if you want your guy to get this book for you,
Excuse me, fellas.
Tell your dude to read chapter.
Called you all out.
I think it's chapter 2. No,
Don't
chapter
read
3.
chapters 19 through 21.
No, it's chapter 3. I'm telling you, if you want your dude to buy you this book, what she's going to tell him, chapter 3. Yeah, y'all gonna get pregnant off of chapter 3.
So that's what happened.
1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm reading that chapter.
Oh, y'all was reading the book. Best friend-in-law.
So that's what happened. That's how this new baby.
I'm reading that chapter.
It probably happened from reading your IG post.
Which one? Oh yeah, you be going in on IG.
I say this to her every time
I
I'm
be
in
waiting.
her presence.
I calmed down somewhat.
Every time I'm in your presence, I had to remind you that your IG and your Facebook are not the same.
They are
Right, they're not.
nowhere near. It's like
I think
night
your
and day.
Facebook, your Lisa, and your IG, your Lizette.
What the heck? I can't with him.
I'm gonna
Anyway.
tell you, I was just talking about this because I was just talking about this with the guy I was telling you about the best man from the wedding, and I was talking about my IG page. I said the guys get on me all the time. I said one of my friends he'll see something on IG, he'll go to Facebook and he'll tag another one of my friends and be like, get her, she's at it again on Instagram. Because EXO will do that. He'll tag snaps. And be like,
she acting up, baby.
she acting up again, but they still.
On Facebook is BET, you know,
Facebook, she got pictures of the show. She just
right.
She got some pretty flowers and birds and bees.
Hey, I got.
IG is BET.
I have.
And then on IG is them flowers and them trees.
Word.
I can't.
But I do have an IG that's just basically for the Baltimore paparazzi, and it's clean and it's got. I share videos. I share some pictures. I take too many pictures to be putting all them pictures on Instagram.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
you do.
I just
I
did.
think you only put 10 on one square.
I have not did the pictures from last Friday from the Wisdom Court show at Soundstage.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even touched them. You know why? There's 1,500 pictures. 1,500 within 2 hours.
What's your finger hurt?
Within 2 hours, I've already taken over 700 pictures in the first 2 hours.
So your finger hurt?
Man, my whole hand hurts from holding that camera. Then my eyes hurt because I'm trying to focus, and it's a
And
pain.
this is why my pictures suck when I bring my camera along.
I'm just and
You ever see me posting any of my pictures?
no.
That's because I don't want to see them after I done.
See, I'm tired like that. But it's it's too much, and I kick myself every single time that I take that many pictures. But I'm afraid to miss something.
Right.
I'm afraid to miss a shot. You know what I mean? And then it all depends. It all depends on what kind of stage presence people have as well.
Definitely.
So you got fools like me who won't sit still for 2 seconds.
That's fine
You
because
got a bunch of.
that's fine because that means I'm going to get a lot of pictures because you're so active. It's the ones that stand there and I could take 10 pictures and it looks like I done took the same picture 10 times.
Over and over again.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, you know, so it all depends.
When that dude here like split around a little pool, which way was that? The Autobahn?
Autobar?
Not the Autobahn. What's this? Autobox. Or the bar. Yeah, I said bar.
He done went from the racetrack to the case that goes on your phones.
Don't tell nobody.
I've seen some crazy stuff at some shows. I remember the first time I seen Wordsmith, he did a backflip on the stage. And that was a sound stage.
I remember that.
It was a sound stage.
I want to do that.
I mean, it was at Sonar.
You should be there when I do that. Because we're going to need some evidence of how he broke his neck.
Exactly.
Somebody gonna record it. It's gonna be on Instagram.
You already know.
Famed rapper Brian Lyrics breaks neck.
Yeah, look, Antoine over here raising his hand. Y'all can't see him, but he over here raising his hand saying, "It's gonna be me. I'm gonna record him."
Right.
He's gonna be like,
you owe me some babysitting services too.
Do y'all remember Mad TV and Little Stuart? Look what I can do. That's gonna be Brian trying to do the backflip. Look what I can do. Look what I can do.
I'm done.
I'm gonna make sure I got the same outfit on. I got a shirt like that.
All I'm gonna say is Ebony. Make sure you have some life insurance on him.
Right.
Cause he gonna break his neck.
Right.
If he does that.
Get the big passion. Get yourself a Maserati when you're done.
Oh my God.
She gonna get herself a Range Rover with all them kids.
Right.
They don't got no seats, I don't think.
Well, then they can't go with her then.
She the school bus.
She the school bus. Man, let me tell you.
Somebody told me he had more. And, that's what I was trying to say last time I was here. And I was telling Jay about the sevens. Oh, we got 7 members in our house.
That means, you know,
I couldn't say that at the time.
Right, because it was a secret.
I was like, yeah, you know what, never mind.
Right.
Well, you need to have another one so you can have another boy. His record is
I'm
awesome. Girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl.
I'm gonna tell you, like I told this person that said I need to have another child the other day. There's no more room in a 7-passenger van. I can't do that. One of them had to go on the roof.
7 is a very powerful number.
It is, and it's a very loud house.
I can imagine.
But there's a lot of love.
Maybe I can get 7 bedrooms and I can go find my own and hide.
Get 7 bedrooms with a basement that is furnished.
Right.
That's a joke. That's a joke.
I have an excuse. I record.
Right.
That's an excuse.
And it's gonna be like the locks on the door of the apartments back in the 70s up in New York.
Right.
Got like 10 of them.
Chain lock, bolts,
all of it.
keys. Yeah, you're gonna need all that. Yeah.
Yeah, don't let nothing happen inside the house. I need to run away. Window it is.
What happened? You over there talking about I heard my name. See how they
doing the show, and y'all kept changing the topic.
Who changed the topic? Why y'all looking at me? What'd I do?
I changed the topic because it's my show.
Just as long as it ain't me, because it ain't my show, and I was late in attendance.
I'm just saying.
Looking for a taco.
Anybody that's ever watched my show, listened to my show, or anything knows that we go off topic and come back right around. And
what topic? What's the topic?
Topic is Poetless Shakespeare.
She
already told the story about spin kicking and knocking a boy out when she was in
Green Spring Middle School.
In middle school.
Oh, that's before my time. I was like, who did you spin kick? I thought I was there. Like, no, chill. Her whole life.
No, he been there a couple of times. Like, no. Just I'm like,
I
but
think I got hit a couple times. You hit me.
I didn't mean you was in a crossbody.
She hit me.
Oh my gosh.
He playing victim now.
She gonna do what?
She ain't gonna do nothing.
But y'all have
She's gonna say she should have hit you harder.
Right. That's what she's gonna say. Y'all have to go and get my album. Like this album been a long time coming.
About 14
I don't know
years.
who nerves I got on more. Exos or Brian. Brian said I got on his
You
nerves.
lived on my nerves.
Right, I did.
Top, bottom,
I remember
side.
when he moved his first apartment. I was there for the whole week. I was recording. He was like, "God, Lennon came home." I'm like, oh well.
And she was excited.
Then he was like, "I hope you didn't use up all my water," because I would take I have OCD real bad, so I have to take a whole bunch of stuff. Like Brian could say, just like you go run to, so I gotta take a shower. He's like, "What you gotta take a shower for? We only going to the market across from your house."
She takes a shower to take a shower.
Right. Like, you think you just get out, you just text me somebody got the shower.
I take a.
Alright, wait a minute.
I take a bath and then I take a shower after I take a bath. Do you want play a song, play a couple songs, that way she can go and talk to her friend? We'll be right back. 1001, 1002.
How many twos are in 2 seconds?
How many twos?
4.4.
Hey! See, look at you. Yeah. You ready?
Like horrible.
All right, well, we're going to be right back, and we're going to take a little break. So we'll come back and talk to Poetless Shakespeare in the spotlight with the Borough Paparazzi. Look, I don't even know who I am anymore. I've had a very rough day, but I do have good news. My man Bad News woke up today from being asleep for 3 weeks after he got shot. He had 6 surgeries. He woke up today and is talking. Thank God. So I got a ray of sunshine and a bunch of gloom. Power 4.4 in the spotlight with your girl Lisa, the Bottom Paparazzi. We'll be right back. Okay, you can go and talk to her or whatever.
Me too. I was about to say, oh.
You gonna go talk to her?
Oh, yeah.
She's like, right.
What's wrong?
She's gonna go talk to her.
About to go get
Her
somebody
friend.
else.
I'm about to say, you need a rap? Tell her go. I gotta go. And I ain't beat nobody. No, leave it. I don't trust you. That's wrong.
That's it.
For the bags, because you can't run around the street riding that.
I actually can.
You get shot.
Oh.
I was in the video.
What?
I know, right? Oh, this guy was in the video. I know, right? Never return. So long. Ain't seen you so long. Or you drink. Please turn your alarm clock off or hit the snooze button so you can see yours. Gotta follow your heart, even if it detours. Close your eyes, I promise you'll see yours. We're double. We're rubbing down the whip and a seesaw. And your life's a puzzle.
No, that's in the house. You sound good.
He was already out there looking at people.
I was. I thought I was going to have to snatch somebody too.
Yeah, I seen that.
I don't trust him.
I think he might have been one with them.
Okay. That's great. Because I seen the car, and that was just like stabbed and looked like Michael Myers did the sheets. It looked like.
Trying to get us out of the basement. They do a little better than selling a big stage. They trying to run this game. Let's start off with the basics. In fact, let's start off with the basics. The beat trash song, I just gotta make it. It's just gonna take me strong when I see our business in the black. You're a racist. You're dream killer. Dream killer. I'm trying to turn my back drum like scenes of the force shine right now.
Yeah, I went inside, though. It was a little dirty.
I saw him out the door. I was like, yeah.
So, what's up?
Did you see what I did?
I got mine.
Hit the salsa.
Yeah.
Mine just got shut off.
Whoa. You making too much money there?
Huh?
You making too much money?
Yeah, more or less.
There's a war going on outside, no man safe from. Everybody's eating where they get their plate from. I'm working so hard, but just did get guns. Everybody's speaking on it, they get paid dumb. I'm sick of poverty, no riches I can see. Sick of that spelling out there, I don't have a pocket. They said you just gotta raise and get the lottery. Like you said, when you talk for my rich like you said, you can pay your bills and you have a lot to eat. But I still got busting bills with nothing inside me. Looking like the talk me, people man follow me. Walk 9 miles away, it's like they're playing hide and seek. They say I'm not trying, window apology, and treat me like a animal. If I just do a rock on me, stop looking at me like that. I'm not in the street, I'm just trying to find a way that I'm not living in the streets. War cry, war cry, war cry, war cry. There's a war going on outside, fights for respect, cut no connivers, lies and lies to the neck.
You don't work on those who done you. Ain't for their checks, niggas work for them.
They can't even pay respect.
You try to scream the knowledge.
Till they hear the back up to this. What you say? Ending from the techno.
All they have listen, shake your head till they let go. All on the word snapping,
Wonder where they let go.
taking lines, start off
It's all bets.
till they realize they
Puts a bunch of actors once their egos offset. That's not a shot. It's simply an observation.
niggas moving wrong.
Alienated in formation.
Minus the sacrifices of life is still like life is righteous and all countries without God is like a muscle behind us. Get some grip to it.
It just said,
With another man in black with no identity, losing his head.
war cry, war cry, war cry, war cry. There's a war going on outside. With sharp knives and loaded guns being drawn outside. It's kill and be killed. That's the only way to survive. Plus, death lurks around every corner. Where can you hide? There's a war zone. We fighting like attacking the clones. And Willie Lynch is taking over. We attacking our home. And once again, the burning crosses outside of our homes. Better rock a hard hat, bro. And watch when you roll. The kids is put to give it away, man. The future tracks with purple spray, you'll get laid down. There's gorillas in the jungle, what you say, clown. And no matter who you are, you get tossed in the ground. Either you're lying or lying. No time to pick the side. The enemy's watching close, and he see your demonic taxes on the treadmill with no demons. He exercise, love ain't real no more. It's either fake or synthesized. War cry, war cry, war cry, war cry. Yeah.
Huh? Playing up. Somebody go get her.
I ain't sure.
She probably in that car or whatever. Cause she was this way.
Y'all want yours right. I can't get my show to it. I can afford the price on my way to the job where I spend all my time. It's time water like early every day. Yeah, today I'm running late. 5 after. Next breakfast, we running plenty lines. I'm mortified to know that I ain't working for that time. Working like a slave in low pay. They should be warning signs. It's 925. Really, it's 925. Then my uncle said, turning my 925. But I'm too blind to know that I shine. I make a million for you, and you just drop a couple dimes. Right up for this, right up for that. Maybe got to stop playing it. Right up for break. Truthfully, I run around like a mug. That's different, but I'm different. Not another spirit, it's different. I'm too different. Let's spend all of my time. 8 hours on your rich shit, and nothing on mine. Whole team to the shit, dude. I'm living with the minimal. Wishing I could walk on water, cause I swim with dudes. Ready to do, like what we do. Handle out the pill soon. I won't do. See, I'm tired of the check. I just want to set the debt. The ones with the brown nose, the only ones that get respect. Big like what you get. I'd rather put my love to where my passion is. I'd rather smoke the fire on what I aspire. Put my faith in God until I'm dead.
I don't know. I hope she didn't leave. I just told her to go deal with that. Oh well, we'll finish it.
Gil's here. Gil's in the building. Oh, why not? What the hell? No, long way to go.
Where do you find this song?
I forgot about this song.
Listen, man, that's your thing. That's the story right now.
out. This your girl, Johnny Blaze. Yeah.
Welcome back in the spotlight with your girl Lisa, the bottom paparazzi. Y'all keep over talking everybody. I just had to get it out one time. We don't know what happened to Poetless Shakespeare. She went to go talk to a homegirl, and I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
So real quick though, in the event that I had sent, the album is out. Freestyle Through My Emotions, produced by Exoskeleton and Brian with the lyrics. It's available on all Big Boys Music by J. Chris. It's available on all streaming websites. And DNA Don't Ever Assume is available on almost all book streaming websites like Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, and Lulu.com. All right.
No,
that's hers. Yeah, that's hers. All right. Well, that's that. So the guild's in the building. What up, folks? Exoskeleton here with Certificate. Oh, you Certificate today?
Yeah,
it's his opposite day, so he's not buying with the lyrics.
Right.
Paul has had to handle some business, so we got Certiz, you got Exoskeleton. Boom.
Can I be Brian Willis instead?
Yeah.
You gonna be split personality? You gonna be split personality?
All right. When the hat's forward, I'm Brian. When it's back, when it's hit.
Right. I just want.
And when it's sideways, you're both of them?
Blaze.
BBK.
Okay.
Oh shoot.
You got one.
See, yeah. These are the people that I surround myself with. Can you see why?
Full
Greatness.
Because
you're a fool.
Yes. Yes.
Double
I have issues.
Like Spider-Man.
I have issues
like the shorts.
No, I have issues.
Like Double XL.
No, I have issues like Shepard Pratt. I have issues like Shepard Pratt.
Or X-Men.
Ooh. What's your superpower?
My superpower?
Stalking Facebook.
Or having been stalking her. You got the Baiduism?
No.
You sure about that?
I don't have nobody stalking me.
Oh man.
Ain't nobody stalking me. I got people
They're
mad.
watching you right now.
I got people mad at me right now. So well.
Look at that. He's watching you right now.
He shake back and forth like.
He said, "Shimmy,
y'all, shimmy, yeah."
I mean, I did get told yesterday. I was on the phone and I was saying something. And I got asked a question and I answered it. And it was like, "Wait a minute, hold up. I got to see your face for this." So he hung up on me and Facebook video chatted me so he could see my face when I answered the question.
Did you put your makeup on?
No.
Did you have a wear makeup?
No.
He's like, hold on.
He no, because this is how you know somebody is a true friend and that you consider them a true friend. I had to call him to wake him up because he was in Illinois, and I had to call and wake him up so he could get up so he can go to work. And I had to video chat because he wouldn't answer the damn phone. So I video chat. So I'm just waking up. I got crusties in my eyes.
Nice.
You know what I mean? I got crusties in my eyes.
Ain't nothing like an eye booty.
Yeah, I got crusties in my. I've been rubbing my eye because my eye's itching. I had crusties in my eye. He had crusties in his, and that's how you know that that's just real friends. Like, yeah.
Ain't nothing like an eye booty. Bright and early in the morning.
I'm just saying.
Just looking like. Let me get that for you.
Because that's the truth. To me, that's a true test of friendship. You know what I mean?
I really say if you can go outside and you got on them stretch pants and somebody can see your drawers, you ain't got no friends.
Right.
Because nobody sat there and said, "Hey, yo, wrong color drawers," or "Don't wear them stretch pants."
Look, we used to go to the club. My homegirl used to fly in. She moved to Kentucky, and she was a flight attendant for Delta.
Nice.
So every other weekend, she would fly in. My kids would be with their dad. She would fly in. We would go to the club, and we would go to the club, and she'd be like, "She ain't got no friends." I said, "How can you say that? She's here with people. Like, she's here with her friends. Ain't none of them her friends because they didn't tell her she looked a hot mess in that outfit." I said, "Oh."
Yeah, all of them look hot.
Right.
We can live with that.
No, the rest of them looked. There was always the one girl. She looked a crazy mess. I put on something and I was like, I wasn't feeling it. I was like, how? She's like, nah, we gotta find you something else to
Maybe
wear.
she was just strong-willed. Maybe she was strong-willed.
Maybe she was just stupid.
When they told her, look, you can't wear that shit in the pants and that bra showing. She was like, whatever, I look good, homie.
Yeah. Apparently, she didn't have that same mirror that Poetless Shakespeare has.
Word.
Right.
Yeah.
I had to have her tell that on air. I had to have her tell us those two stories on air because that was the craziest. That she gets in the car and she tells us these stories, and I was like, yo, she's got to tell these on air.
Yeah.
Like,
hilarious.
You know, she like I said, I don't remember the first time that where I met her at or anything. I just know that one day she was there. I do gotta tell this story because I told it in the car too. It's before we recorded because we started this interview in the car. Yes.
Did you bring microphones?
I was right here.
Yeah. It was cool.
It was right here. It was in the car.
Yeah.
I was trying to dress. Why you rushing?
So we were at the show. We were at the show at the Auto Bar where she performed. She performed, you know, she performed on stage and everything. You know, she was reciting her poem, and then she got on the beat, and I was like, wait a minute, I didn't know she could rap. I knew she could recite poetry at the Auto Bar. So somebody, people got their phones and they're recording whoever's on stage. Well, she kind of walks by and she dipped down so she didn't get in the shot. And I stopped her. I said, why you dip down?
Yo, I
Because she's only what, 4'4"?
4'4"?
She's only 4'4". But she dipped down, like she ducked down. You know how like you duck down to get so you don't get and mess her shot up. She dipped. I said, "Why did you do that?" She said, "I don't know."
Why would you call her out like that?
Because I'm a real friend.
Son. Yo, I from what the scene, I probably would have said like,
the person taking the picture,
right?
The person taking the picture was 5 even, so they were still gonna be in the picture if she ain't done a little bit.
No, the camera was. They were holding it up here, and she's like. She's walking, it's like right, and then she ducked down. I was like, "Why did you do that?"
She looked like she being courteous.
Right, she's being courteous.
Right. No, she's looking like she was being courteous. She wasn't being courteous. She was being courteous by being that.
Yeah, like and then like
stop talking about her like that.
I told her in the car. I told her that night.
Y'all stop talking about her in front of her face.
Oh man.
But I said, I don't know, where we even met or anything. Like it was just I seen her at shows and that was it. But that
so
Onyx,
you know everybody's position when you met everybody.
not really, not lately.
You was slack.
Because I got met so many daggone people. I can't remember I met all these
It's
people.
only been about 2,494.
Probably.
That's it.
Here's my thing, and I'm about to be a real friend right now. You can actually calculate. Shut up. You can actually calculate stuff like that, but you remember, you won't forget your verse on stage.
I ain't never forgot no verses on stage.
Uh-oh.
I lost a word or two on stage one time.
Not the whole verse.
But
You
your
did
job,
way- you did
that's
way
your
more
job,
than
hype me up, bet me up.
I was, sucker. Should I have to?
Oh, throw me under the bus. The bus was moving, that hurt.
He threw you under the bus, the subway, the light
And it held
rail,
me down when the plane came to land.
and then said, "Oh, you good?
Yeah,
Right.
straight.
You good? You
It said
good?
walk it off.
Walk it off. Rub some dirt in it. Rub some dirt in it."
You know what's funny? My father actually used to say that to me. Like I would come back
Walk it
like,
off?
no, don't some dirt on.
Rub some dirt in it.
Rub some dirt in it. Yo, it's a real thing. Yo,
Mhm.
like, I play football, Rob receiver, and it was like, yeah, I used to play football. Funny, right? Cool. I was a beast too. Shut up, boy. Don't you ever test it. Don't you doubt me. Don't you ever.
Yeah.
You see this? I don't play football.
I was
You
gonna say.
play another sport, sir.
You know what I play? The band.
That's why you got another kid. So.
Okay.
So.
You're never gonna live that down. I'm telling,
Never.
never.
So I'm.
18 life sentence.
So I like messed my arm up real bad. It was like a mad gash on it, and I like ran in the house. It was bleeding. And my father was like, "It's not there now, fool." My father was like, "I was like, Dad, I'm bleeding. I'm not gonna go to the hospital." He's like, "Russell Darnell, you'll be fine." What? What are you talking about?
You're gonna get it infected, and I'm like,
Yeah, I'm like,
I have to get my arm cut
Throw
off.
some salt in there, you good.
no. So me and my brothers was real cruel to our cousins, and one of them got like a burn, like I don't know, it was like a rash or something like that. And I just looked at it and I just had the salt, and I just took like a handful and tossed it right on and rubbed it in there. I ain't never heard.
He got a scar, right? Got a scar now.
He got a scar.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got a scar now.
Yep. He was crying. No, he got burned.
Yeah.
He got too close to the oven, and it like burned the hell out of him. And it was like a big
Did
wound.
it sting or did he touch the extra metal of the oven? The heat?
No, he like brought up against it. I'm
Alright.
still trying to figure out how he did.
I just wanted to know how high y'all had that oven on the heat alone. Had on 1,000.
Look at the west side of B-Mall, cold as hell. No gas in, like no.
No, so you had it on burl.
No heat, so you used open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Open.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we just I just looked at him, took the salt, and just.
And you lived to tell the story.
Hell yeah.
Because I'd have killed you.
He couldn't. 5 of us, with 2 of them, he couldn't.
Y'all went to sleep eventually.
5 of us, 2 of them, he couldn't.
One at a time.
That's all I can say. There's 5 of us, 2 of them.
They couldn't.
And you had 5 siblings.
I'm the middle of 5.
Yep.
I know about 5
Middle.
It's all. Is it all boys?
Yep.
Yeah, it's all boys.
Yep. You met them. You met
I don't know. I didn't realize how many wheels there were.
Right, because you don't meet them all at the same time.
No. And that's
I think I met 2 of them at a show
And then
that the
randomly
show.
somebody pop up on a Facebook page.
Right. You'd be like, wait a minute, hold up.
Lazarus or something like that.
Lazarus. So it's
That's
Lazarus.
birthday? That's birthday?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, no,
It's not his birthday.
It is today. It is today. It is today. So Lazarus, Israel, XO, RX
His name's
Great.
not Exo.
Shut up. RX Great and Flatline.
So, all your names are biblical?
You know
When was
what's
Exo
funny?
in the Bible?
No.
Who was doing this interview?
Exodus. You tried it. It's Exodus.
Okay.
Because you played.
You win.
most of
You
the-
win. You win. That's a pretty bad deck, though.
It was.
I feel like you changed.
It was.
So I feel like you trying to shake
I'm
my
not
hand
gonna
like a
fix
girl.
it. I'm not gonna fix it.
He's like that guy that's doing like with high five and everybody's like yeah and just walks away from you like okay I'm gonna high five myself.
Yep. Self high five.
You better dap yourself up. There you
I
go.
love me.
I
Right,
make myself.
See this how it like it always is like. Well, I mean, I know how you
when I'm
are.
messing up words on stages.
I know.
Don't do it no more.
Right, because I know, like I said, I've known you for years, and I've known you for a few years as well. So, I know the personalities separately, and it's like it just intensifies when y'all get together.
Should I say we get worse?
I mean, we missing Tizzy, so we just gonna have the camera right down on the imagination Tizzy.
You need to draw a picture of Tizzy on a piece of paper and just.
And Star Wars hat.
Star Wars hat and a dope T-shirt because he
Always.
Yo, this dude
Always.
always has a dope T-shirt, and I make my own, and I be sitting back like I feel like I gotta catch up.
Your hair is caught in your beard. There you go. Yeah, that's the new look. That's the new look.
Be on my door. Now when I do this. I got to see you.
That's your scarf in the winter?
Mm-hmm. No, my scarf in the winter is the Sub-Zero man. But the no survival.
Sub-Zero.
When did you first like hip hop? When did you first fall in love with hip hop?
Well, she heard that song by Brown lyrics.
You know what the first hip hop song? First hip hop song?
Yeah.
Rapper's Delight.
Nice.
That's the first hip hop song. The hip hop.
I heard it. And I was like, "What is this?" I was like, "What is this?" It was so different because I grew up. My dad played 50s, 60s, and of course the 70s because I was born in 1970. But I grew up in 70s music, 50s and 60s music. Well, my mom played a lot of country music, when she sang, she sounded like Tammy Wynette.
Nice.
Yeah, so I was Tammy Wynette, George Jones, Conway Twitty, Loretta Lynn. It was, I had all that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So all that, and then Charlie Pride, because like first time I heard Charlie Pride, I was like, all right. Then I seen it was a black man singing country music, and that blew my mind.
Who?
Charlie Pride.
I don't know that.
Exactly.
I was listening to country music.
I know Charlie Pride.
Right. So
I mean, you should know what it's
music's been a part of my life all my life. Music has always been played in my house. It was always played in my dad.
About hip hop.
But I'm saying.
Oh, you said rappers like you did mention that.
Yeah.
And you did mention that Brown lyrics on you heard too.
I didn't mention it. Y'all did. See. He tried it.
And it always went.
Right. As you should. But like music's always been a part of my life. So when I heard Rapper's Delight, I was like, what is it's something totally different. It was the music, the beat.
Took that disco.
Right.
Flipped that thing a couple
Right.
times,
Because I was listening to what was it? Chic. The song La Freak.
Freak out.
Yeah, all that music.
Freak out.
And now every time I hear it, what I think of? I think of that little Bow Wow movie.
Roll Bounce?
Yes.
It's funny because it's not his movie. Oh no, he wasn't in it. My fault.
He was in it.
Shit. Bounce. Y'all look at me like that's not how it goes. It's not. It's a song.
Right.
It's not this song, but it's just a song.
Bro, it said Roll Bounce. The name of the movie is Roll Bounce. I feel like I'm in Please.
And then, if you ever wanna really think about, like, this is something to really think about, because I had a conversation with a friend of mine, and he was talking about music. It was hip hop music. I'd never heard of it, and that just proved to me how big hip hop really is, because there was music like when I was in Virginia, when I was in Job Corps in Virginia. That was right before that. Right before I moved to Job Corps, that's when I started hearing go-go music. That's when I started of course the first like go-go song I remember hearing was The Butt, by EU. So that was the first time I heard,
I didn't know that was go-go.
It is go-go.
I never knew that.
Yes.
I just knew
The song by the one
that's
song.
the original go-go song. That's like the first
Well,
one.
no, that was
It's one of the more popular.
Chuck Brown, Run Joe. There's a list of them. But that's when Rare Essence, Work the Walls and everything, I started hearing that. When I went down to Virginia to go to Job Corps, the girls, because I went to all girls Job Corps, so the girls were from Baltimore, DC, Philly, and then there was a couple that was from down south. So we were getting a blend of music. So I got to listen to some music that nobody up here was listening to, because it was from down in like Virginia Beach. And, listening to go-go music because the girls from DC were playing go-go music. And like, it was just an influx of different music. And like I said, I was having a conversation with my friend, and he was saying, he's like, you never heard that song? I was like, no. He was like, that song's old. I'm like, well, at that time I was in Job Corps. And if it's being played up here, 9 times out of 10, I wasn't listening to it, because I was listening, to go-go, to, who else was it? Cypress Hill, like all this different music. No, I didn't start that until recently. So yeah.
You was listening to it and getting high. It's in the music.
And so and that proved to me how big this hip hop music industry really is, because there's a lot of music out there. Like I could probably name a song and everybody be like, oh, I've never heard of that. Like I just got put onto this singer. Her name is LaPortia Renee. And because of XM Radio, I heard the song, and I usually, like, if I don't recognize the song, I go skip channels. So I stopped and I listened, and I was like, oh, I like this song. So I went and looked her up. She was on American Idol. She had been on American Idol. I don't think she won, but she was a bit on American Idol. She got a whole project out. Project is awesome. Like, it's very, for women it's awesome. For you men, it's not so awesome.
No, don't try that. Don't do it to yourself.
Yeah, don't do it to yourself. If you come in the house and she's listening to La Portia and that, you better go, I might need to go get her some flowers or something.
Get some fries.
Yeah.
Fries typically fix it.
Well, as long as they're
King
McDonald's fries, or get me
King-
some potato wedges from Royal Farms.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. Pretty much. Just a set fries.
Yeah, I think King Michelle was that one from my house. And then when I hear
Right.
King Michelle, I turn around and get back in the car.
Oh, that's bad.
But you know what I mean? So y'all bust the windows. My song was bust the windows out your car.
Man, I had a nice car at the time. That's when I had my BCBC clips. I was like, no,
Man.
don't you dare touch my car. You bust the windows out my head first.
Right. Let me put some glasses. Let me put some glasses on. You can bust these glasses.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right. But and that goes with Baltimore as well. There's so many different artists in this city, artists and rappers, because there is a difference to me. But I've had people try to argue with me that certain rappers were like, yeah, they the ones who got the streets. Okay, they got the streets, but my thing has always been longevity. You know, who's got good music and longevity? Because there's one hit wonders all day, every day.
Mm-hmm.
They
on Sundays.
And twice on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm on Sunday.
But you know what I mean? Like, and it's just like, okay, how many artists have come out with a fire first project? That first project was awesome, but that sophomore project sucked.
That's why they call it the sophomore jinx.
Right. You know, and I often wonder with because these are industry artists that I'm talking about, and a lot of times with the industry, what I've seen them do is they want you to conform to what they think is music.
But that's everybody.
But you know what? I'm so advocate for be true to who you are and be true to who you are, yourself. Because if you try to force yourself to do something that you don't feel like is genuine, the music's gonna suck. Because you can hear it. You can hear it in your voice, you can hear it in your lyrics. I can see it on that stage when you perform it.
That is the truth.
I've seen so many people get on that stage who they're having the worst day of their life. You know, the car got towed, they ain't got no money, and then get on stage and just rip that stage like everything is perfectly okay. Because it's music. Right.
That's what happened with me. Like, everything that you could possibly think bad that happened to a person happened to me before I jumped on that stage. Like, it was a lot of BS. I lost everything. Was getting ready to lose some more. Mm-hmm. You know, not to mention that my mental health was declining more at around this time, and that's all I could think about. Like, yo, I almost wasn't getting ready to do it because everything was just going on. It was literally too much. Now, everybody in my family, even down to my father's passing, everybody looked to me like,
yeah, like
I know I could get a source of energy from him. That's the strong one. That's
right.
The rock. Even when my nephew passed, everybody was like, it was tears everywhere, and that was the only element that was in there, bringing the calm to the storm. So when everything was transpiring before when we did the Famous Harbor Festival, I was breaking bad. Like, even Nikki, she's jaded. You really can't get a read off her as far as emotion is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
But at that moment, it shocked me. The look on her face, she was getting concerned. Like, I've never seen him like this before, because I didn't know. I couldn't make heads or tails. I still got the same job, but even there, like, my normal customers, they looking at me like, you okay? They keep asking me. I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. They're like, no, something's wrong.
Right.
And I ain't saying nothing. I dealt with it the way I deal with it. And the day of the show, I got up, my normal routine, getting myself together, going over lines and stuff, talking with Brian and Tizzy getting things in order and situated. And I was like, you know what? I'm about to throw everything that I possibly can on that stage. I purposely didn't take my medication. They always yell at me about that. I like, yo, I take my meds. First thing, Tizzy, X, no! Dude. I know, right? But, like, that whole moment in time was, like, the best. Like, I seen Tizzy, you know, I started getting better. Like, all right, I know Brian not that far behind. Brian show up. You know, Poetless show up.
Why you gonna say like I'm always late?
Because you are. And I was like, all right,
late today.
Yup. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go out there and do it. And soon as you know the music came on, I just ran out there and I tossed, just tossed. We didn't do them, man. We did.
That was the first song that came on here.
But we started the set the way we so the way we started the set for the Frozen Harvest Festival, it's almost like if you've seen Brian when he first did the Frozen Harvest Festival, we started it like the way we started at the end. The way we ended it, right? So he ended his set. Rush the line, right. So he ended his set with Rush the Line,
and then we come back
and we started it right. So it's like when the music the background music was playing in the background was him introducing us.
Right.
And that's how we started the new our first and being introduced in the folks. Yeah, it was dope. That whole set was beautiful.
That was too.
But you know what's wild?
The people were like eating every single word from the front of the stage. Like,
but you know what's crazy though? Our show at the wind up space, the one we did for Icons.
Okay, yes.
The one that we did for Icons.
The wind up space one, no fagging.
Yeah, that one I think was still better than the Frozen Hall because we had the whole joint jumping. We killed that one.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like when you're at like Frozen Harbor because there's so many different people in there. Like,
it's like 160 something acts.
Well, it's 160. It's 160 acts over two course of 2 days and 10 different stages. Yeah, but like we you know when you're in that big arena, like to me that's like an arena event, you know, because the soundstage for underground artists is like being able to go and be on stage at Royal Farms Arena. To me, like that's the way I see it as far as for the underground artists. I hate to say local artists because that just like cheapens everything.
Independent.
Yeah, independent local artists.
Right.
So it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to get everybody to rock with you because, you know, people are just like, I don't know, they're jerks. I wanted to say other words, but I can't because we're censored. But they're jerks.
Drop one.
Drop one. They're assholes.
Whoa! Did you blank it out?
No.
The leave me button.
Oh, I want to shout out. I want to shout out Brian Hoyt, my man Brian Hoyt. He tries to tune in to every show. Like he'll tune in. He shares my lives. My YouTube, but I think he shared yours.
What I did?
I think he just shared yours.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you.
I think that, or it might have been no. It's Power. No, it was ours on the Power 4.4 page. That's what it was. But it showed your face. But
Mind your business.
what the world? See, this is why.
Yeah, you know what? You damn skippy, bro.
I
knew you wanted the Lord chose.
But it's just like I think on those events, and it's even with the regular shows. It's something not like Frozen Harbor, because Frozen Harbor is such a big event, which has been called by Scar Akbar the wintertime Woodstock.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of reminds me what it is. It's 2 days. It's all these different acts. I'm talking about different genres, different stages, everything. So you know he coined that phrase.
Yeah, nice one, man.
You know, winter Woodstock.
Woodstock. I like that.
Frozen Harbor. So you know.
Hope we get to come back. I'm gonna go back.
Hey, all you gotta do is contact Frank Lewis and asked
Oh, I'm
me.
gonna text him every single day.
Mama, something we got.
Hi, Frank. What up, yo?
What up,
He was
bro?
here last week, and
Yo.
So y'all, that's why you said more fun than last week. Because Frank is the
woo!
most interesting character.
That is yo.
Frank and
crazy.
Oz. Well, Xavier James. He's done had like 50 different names. He's always gonna be Oz to me. So, but Antoine was in here. I was like, "You're in for a treat. You're in for a treat."
Like, don't pee.
First of all, they brought treats.
Trashy treats, courtesy of Quiche.
They brought treats.
That girl Quiche.
Yes.
Tasty treat.
And
Tasty treat.
And also, my girl Nakima Davis sells these mixed drinks, these cocktails. She's also it's called the Happy Hooker Wine Club.
Nice.
And so she has pineapple henny.
Nice.
And yes, you do, because you're my girl. And she's selling Rummy Bears. They're $8 for a small, and $12 for a large. They're Rummy Bears, and they're awesome because we do them on our trips. But we had the treats, we had the pineapple henny, and we had Frank Lewis and Xavier James in here, and I was stupid.
Leaning and laughing.
I was done. Like,
that whole show, I'm sitting there like, I was actually getting ready to come up here like, wait a minute, time out. What do I got to do tomorrow?
What I got to do to get in there?
No, it's just walk by. Hey, I'm outside. What up, though?
But I just had a piece of I had just a tiny little piece of the treat.
And that was way too much.
And I was just sitting here, and I just, right.
Damn. Went all the way in.
And so Frank was like he wanted to play this little game at the end of the interview where he asked me a question, I answered, I asked Oz a question, he answered, and he asked. When he was like, he asked me a question, I said, he said, no, you gotta ask Kyle a question. I was like, I said, stuff was going through my head, but it just wasn't. It wasn't. He was like, he said, Oz was like, I looked into her eyes and there was nothing behind them. I said,
but nothingness.
Nothing. There was nothing behind my eyes.
Hello, you in there?
But like I said, all my interviews, like, I like to have fun. We have conversations like this. Like, okay, we had something happen. We just keep it moving. I could have just stopped the interview and be like, okay, well, she's gone, so I'll catch me next week and No, we keep it moving.
Says he ain't but 5 miles away. We go grab him real quick.
Yeah.
He should already be here. He should have known. He should have Spidey senses should have been tingling.
Certainty has been on the road. He actually just dropped the EP.
I have not, and I have not seen him in quite some time because I guess family and work and everything else.
Busy.
You know what I mean?
He's got a new position. Congrats, my dude.
Right? Very well.
Get money.
Get money.
Let me hold some of it.
Yeah.
$2, please.
About 50 cents.
This is not a loan.
You would not get this back.
It's a baby shower gift.
No, I need some Pampers. And where my baby shower at?
Why he sound like he was a pastor?
Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus, for these Pampers.
You need to have him on Sundays.
And if I come in here, we gonna praise the Lord.
Praise him. Okay, look, you're gonna have lightning hitting me now.
But I actually like Jesus.
I actually sent you an instrumental.
He's just probably looking at me funny.
I did.
Oh, okay.
A couple of minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mind your
Why
business.
y'all gonna spit to it?
Yeah, go ahead. I can.
I spit bars.
I spit these bars and make your head
I'm
shake.
ill, yeah. I'm raw.
Dog.
Like a teddy bear, I'm raw.
You're what?
Raw.
Like a teddy bear, he's raw.
He said raw.
Alright.
What's it called?
No,
Henny bears.
You'll say Henny Bears.
Henny bears
No,
make you feel like,
Hey. I don't know. I don't know.
That was the girliest I've ever seen you since I met you.
Who, me?
Yeah, you said, hey.
Hey.
You were never been girly.
No, I'm not. I'm not girly.
So what was that?
Yo.
I don't know. That was an alter ego
Your
that popped
inner
up.
girl just popped out.
Oh my god.
She snuck out.
Yo, so
that's also with the white girl that sneaks out every once in a while.
Right. Yo, so I'm gonna tell y'all a story about Lisa real quick.
Oh
so
my God.
There used to be an event going down at the Red Door, which was like literally like a couple of doors away from my house. It was a liquor lounge.
Right, that's where her body was having their show
Right.
at.
And I'm like the first time I was at this inbox like that, yo, what's going on, blah blah blah. Oh, I'm at Call Body Radio. Oh, where is that? The Red Door. Oh, it's the door looking like down the street, kid.
Right.
I see her walking down the street, yo. My baby coming down the street in a hoodie with some jeans. I think she had some Air Forces on, but she had like the hoodie over her head, like she about to just walk up in the cipher and burn it down. And I'm looking up, the hell? So we on the steps, sitting on the stoop, you know, talking, chopping it up, blah, blah, and that was like a routine for a minute. But every time I seen Lisa, she had a hoodie on with it over her head. I'm like, this is just gonna be it.
Always. I don't own a winter coat. For one, I don't own a winter coat. I wear a hoodie all year round. Like I gotta get a new hoodie. Actually, Daryl Mack Mogul Printing just made me a new sweatshirt.
Mogul Printing.
Yes, is he here?
Why he walk past looking like that?
Because Daryl was supposed to bring it up here last Saturday, I think.
Did he bring it and he forgot to give it to you?
I don't know.
If he did.
Is he going into the basement?
No.
What are you going to take back?
Yep.
Oh my God.
He owe you interest for making you whole.
Yes, this is my new sweatshirt, y'all. He made my last one, my red one. I have a red one. And he asked me, he's like, what color do you want? I said black, of course. But he also made my hoodie that I have. And I need a new hoodie because it's faded.
Where am I at? How you gonna see it from her?
Shut up.
Keep your fingers off of it.
Look at this.
Keep your paws off of it.
Hold up. I can't get this because I'm stuck in a chair.
Yeah, keep your paws off of it. Burp.
Get out of it.
Dope.
This is
Be more paparazzi.
With the Mogul Printing logo on it.
Nice. Yes.
Because I told him to put that on there, most definitely. Yes.
Yeah, that's the coat this winter?
Oh, wait a minute, hold
About
up.
the side tree in the back.
Hold up. Yup. Pound sign.
Yo, that's sick.
Put some Mogul print on it.
Put some Mogul print on it.
Put some Mogul print on there. 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 Put some Mogul.
So thank you. So thank you to Daryl Mack for that.
All the way. All the way.
Definitely. I'm going to be working with him because I'm going to be selling t-shirts with my logo on it.
How much?
That's going to be discussed.
Just $5.
Just $5.
Just $5. Is that what she said?
Yeah. Wait.
That wasn't my voice.
Repeat the logo, though.
I see.
Boom.
Boo.
Don't you hate?
This is radio. Nobody cares. What's your shit?
So y'all make sure.
You made my logo too? Yeah, let me get that on. Cool.
Mogul Printing. Oh, hey Stanley.
Stanley.
Customized. Created by Exoskeleton for Red Design.
Yes.
I created stuff too. I made the phone case.
Die.
That sounds like a hater. That's all.
All you making is babies.
You're a great creator.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like I told somebody else. I thought about selling this stuff.
So anyway, Mogul Printing. Yo, I'm gonna tell you, I've been rocking with Daryl since he was selling freaking blunt power. You know, blunt power. Yeah, he used to sell the blunt power spray.
How's that?
Yeah. Oh, see, that was way.
You spray it.
No, you spray it so the cops don't smell it.
Oh, that's even better.
Yes. So that was many years ago. So he is progressed. Like I said, Mogul Printing, backdrops, retractable banners, card magnets, merchandising, table covers, like it just goes on and on and on and on. And he does vehicle graphics, full wraps, partial wraps, decals. He did the Power 4.4 radio decal that's on the wall and on the front door. He came at 1:30 in the morning and did them because I was still standing outside.
Oh, they both are. Oh,
Yeah. So, I've always, he's made he made that logo. He made my logo for me. So, I appreciate everything. That's why I'm going to get with him about, selling t-shirts, because I've actually had people, because I don't think anybody will buy my shirts. I don't know. I've had people say, oh yeah, I'll buy them. I was like, okay, you say that now, until I get them, be like, something,
Well, when you sell them for just $5, I'm going to just buy 5.
You know what? If I could sell them for just $5, you don't think I would? Because I don't like raping nobody's pockets, but they sure do like to rape. They like to
raping. Don't act like y'all don't know that album. Raping.
I actually made a post today, and I did it to be smart. Today is Tay Cow's. I don't even know if he goes by Tay Cow's, but it's his birthday, and he is the only artist that has ever paid me to come to an event to take pictures of his set. The only artist.
The only artist?
The only artist
that's ever paid you
to come to
their show to take pictures for their set.
For their set. He gave me a t-shirt, he gave me a ticket to the show, and he paid me money to take pictures of his set.
You gotta fix that, y'all.
Nobody else does that. But they're quick to say, hey, Lisa, that's why I posted that damn meme. Hey, Lisa, where's your camera at?
I just saw that.
Yeah. And I'm like,
I thought to myself, did I ever ask her? If I asked her, it wasn't because I wanted a picture. I asked her because I was like, why are you not taking pictures? That's weird.
Right. And it's weird for me. It's weird. It's weird for me to be at an event and not have my camera. It really is. When I was at my the first Tech 9 show I went to at Soundstage and I didn't have my camera, I felt totally out of place.
You really want it for yourself, for real. You
what?
want to take pictures for yourself, for real.
Well, Tech?
Like, no.
Yes.
I'm talking about some of the shows when you be seeing people you like and stuff.
Yeah, of course.
Might see brand lyrics, like, yeah, I need that.
But you know what? But you know why? Those are the people that appreciate.
Right, so you know that.
They appreciate what I do. I know that they're genuine and sincere. And they use those pictures as profile pictures. They use those pictures as
what's your name on?
Yeah, for marketing themselves or whatever. Mm-hmm. So those are the people that when I'm at a show, and most of the time I'll only go to a show because of a couple people that are on the show. Right. But because it's so ingrained in me to take pictures from the first act to the last, that I still do that. Now, mind you, the one person might only get 10 pictures where somebody else gets 310. Because I did take over 300 pictures of holiday shelves because I love those guys and they're coming in a couple weeks.
You got the strongest finger in the world. You want to break my finger? Break my finger in half. Crack.
I have to go to the ER and be like, oh, sir, what happened to your finger? Lisa broke my finger with just hers.
Who is Lisa? I'm going to pull your profile picture like
right here.
2 billion pictures. Oh, I understand.
Man, it's just
exercise.
But it's like when I go to a show, and somebody asks me, where the pictures, or I hate this, or when you gonna put them up? When you gonna pay me? Because people really do think that I'm there and that somebody has really paid me to be there. Nobody pays me to be at these shows.
And don't even give you a ticket.
Half the time. It's hard for me to, and it'd be like getting into shows like when people are opening up for artists, and then I get told that, oh, well, I can't get, I've got a limited guest list. Well, I got a limited camera list.
It's like, dang, I ran out of film. Good God.
I was actually told, oh, well, you need to get in contact and start finding out who you got to talk to at these clubs. Why do I have to do that when...
You shouldn't have to.
You already found who you had to talk to in the club. The person who you took the picture of.
Or the person that's asked you to come to that event.
Right. So, not even the promoter, an artist that wants me to be there. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Or like, this is one... I asked about the Tech 9 show, and I said, who do I need to talk to get a media pass? I'll pay for a damn ticket if I have to, but I need a media pass so I can get my camera in. Who do I need to talk to? Oh, I'm gonna find out, and I don't get told. That's the kind of stuff that makes me mad. Right. It's cool when I look out for these artists, and I connect them with different people in the city, out of the city, or whatever. It's cool when I do that. But when I say, hey, who do I need to talk to? Just point me in the right direction. And I get to run around and oh, really? Oh, okay. So guess what? I really ain't been to no shows lately. For one, I'm tired. I don't feel like going. I gotta work. My daughter works now. Everybody in the household's getting ready to work, so everything's getting ready to get real tight. Like, we gotta find out what we're gonna do with the kids when I come here for my shows. I was like, I can't bring them with me because they won't shut up.
I've done that once or twice before. Bring my kids to a radio show. The dumbest thing I ever did in my life. Want me babysit?
Huh?
Want me babysit?
Man, I want somebody to babysit them badass kids.
I can't do it. I don't like OPCs. Other people's children.
Yes. And my daughter, she doesn't. She's like, I said, well, we can get so and so to watch them just while I do my show, and then I come. I don't know them people like that. What the hell do you mean you don't know them people like that? They only gonna watch the damn kids for a couple hours. I'm gonna go do my show and I'm gonna come straight home. It's not like I'm gonna go do my show and then go out and party and everything else because I gotta work the next day. Man, I got
Virgin rum and cokes all on me.
No, I got liquor in my house.
I said virgin rum and cokes.
Oh, I don't do no virgin. I'm not no virgin. I'm not doing nothing virgin.
I'm not a virgin. TMI. I don't care.
I am 48, getting ready to be 49 years old.
Kids and I still don't care.
Right. See?
I tell people I'm a virgin all the time. What you mean? I'm the virgin kind of virgin.
Okay.
The version of virgin.
Y'all hear this right? Y'all hearing this right? This is recorded.
The version of virgin.
Yeah. Whatever.
Had to make sure it was heard.
Ain't nobody paying you no attention, Brian Lyrics.
I don't know. Y'all hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? What you really want from me?
Oh my goodness.
Yo, wait a minute, bro. No. Did y'all hear that new song with Rick Ross and Damn Nights?
Mm-mm.
Just in case.
No.
Is that on Rick Ross's new album that he put out?
No, it's off of the soundtrack for this movie with Forrest Whitaker. I think it's an FX original. It's Rick Ross, DMX, of course, Swiss Beats. And the song's called Just in Case. Yo,
I have to look that up.
That song.
I'm on the way.
That song
Just
is mean.
I'll make it home. Yeah, that's exactly what went through my head.
Yeah, it's another song that Swiss Beats got. He poured it out of nowhere when him and Jesse Blaze was battling. It's a song with DMX, Fabulous, Nas, Jay-Z. Yo, that song, and he teased it. Yo, the song was so dope. You see Busta Rhymes, and he just looking like,
oh, back when he did the battling with Swiss.
And
they never actually put that song out.
He never got it. He was getting ready to drop it on Poison. He said, nope.
Can I ask you all something?
Yeah.
Something just came to my head as you were talking. What do you think it is about DMX that he has been in all this trouble over all these years, had all these struggles with addiction and everything else, but he's still like relevant? You know what I mean? Like, what makes you? What do you think?
I got a simple answer for that.
What?
So like 20 million in your first 2 albums in 1 year.
Yeah,
like he was already like huge. Like he set a high standard.
But you know,
what an artist should
but
be.
you know what I'm saying though. Like other people have.
They still check for him, right?
Well, other people have declined in their life by addiction, and you know, and they've fallen down.
Right.
And it's like he falls down, he gets back up. He's touring. The crowds are huge. Everybody's still rocking with him. Like he's still performing stuff from his first album, and everybody still rocks with it. You know what I mean?
He's definitely considered one of the greatest of all times. That's why he can be able to do that. He's in the classes with the Nas's and the Jay-Z's and the Eminems, the ones that's like GOAT standards. That's my time. You know, we can always go back to the KRS ones and all that too. But like he's really considered one of the greatest artists of all time. He had all 5 like classics straight in a row, not one miss. Every album was hard.
Yeah.
Every album was hard. So I mean, yeah, he go through his life drama. But if the world wasn't so media heavy right now, you know, like on social media and stuff like that, and we didn't know, he was still just hard.
Right.
They was know his business.
Because
Because
I think about cause I love DMX. I always have. I've loved DMX since the first time I heard him bark. You know what I mean? Like that whole he was so much. He was so different, and that voice, that gruffiness, like that. I love that gravelly voice. That's one reason why I love Jada too. I love Jada Kiss, but that voice gets me every time.
The thing about him is like, you might find a fake Jay-Z, you might find a fake Nas. You ain't never heard anything like DMX. Like a Busta Rhymes or a DMX or a Missy. You ain't never seen people like them get replicated. Like,
right.
You never seen a good
Nobody would rock with him if they did.
No. Some people said Ja Rule was, but that's not true. Ja Rule wasn't a DMX. Ja Rule was more girly while DMX was more grungy.
Well, see, and that's another thing.
Plus at the same time.
Ja found his lane. He found what was like. He was like, all right, well, I'm gonna go and like Put It On Me. To this day is still one of my favorite songs by Ja Rule. You know, and all those songs that he did where there were quote unquote girly songs, but he found his lane.
But he found his radio lanes. He still had the gangster stuff on the album.
Right. So and even with the stuff with 50 Cent and all that stuff, people like, they were like, whatever, like we still rock with his music. I was at his show. I was at the first show that he was here, and let me tell you, I like everybody it was packed because like people were like, oh, Ja Rule show, ain't nobody gonna be there, and it's packed from the front to the back.
Because you want to go there and see him had no shirt on. Take my shirt off too.
And let me tell you, I took pictures of him. Look, I got goosebumps. Yeah. I took pictures of him. He come out and he had on his little sweatsuit and everything. And he's out there and I'm taking pictures of him. Off came the sweatshirt. He had on this t-shirt. Okay, all right. He's there. I'm taking pictures. The shirt came off. It was a tank top. It was a beater. I was like, okay, all right. Take a picture. Then he took that off and I was just like, oh my Jesus. You've been working out, John. Good for you.
So in other words, I was
right. And his wife was there.
I was
like right. she made sure her presence was known. But like his
don't care he didn't have a shirt on, do you?
He doesn't care. I had a question.
What?
Are you gonna take your shirt off?
Not at all. That's not a fucking question. Excuse me, folks. Why is this lotion cocoa butter right here?
Because somebody knocked it in the floor.
That's that lotion you was trying to use when you was looking on Facebook earlier.
It was, right? Damn.
See?
I outed myself. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really bad. You see that right there? They said that's mine. He passed it off too. I just had to call and say, here you go. That's my bad. Only find it for my hands.
But yeah, like... I just it just hit me when y'all were talking and you brought up the fact that he had a song with Rick Ross. So and I'm just like I'm thinking like, how like I said there's some artists that falling down and they got back up, but people really just they didn't rock with them like that or So all right.
Who fell down?
Oh my goodness!
I own the rights to those music. I own the rights to those other two songs.
So Facebook just bought. Let's shut us off.
Damn it! So
They shut you off because y'all were singing.
That's right.
Ooh.
No. So how I look at DMX is like this.
You sound like a puppy.
Damn. Puppy dog.
It's because of my big physique.
Super freak physique. Like Prophet every day of the week. So.
Oh, God. Can we get.
How do y'all have conversations with these two people in the room?
See, this is what I needed a treat this week.
Yeah. So. DMX, so like Brian, super freak, yeah.
It's easy.
I'm sorry.
It is.
No, he's not. Not a little bit.
Not remotely.
I told you I was sleepy.
So he's so mad, right? Because he came out unique, was doing stuff that nobody never seen before. He literally created a whole movement, like Brian said, each album that he came out with, he had a hit. He solidified himself in the hip hop industry. Had a couple movies, but he will always be known for his music.
Right.
But he also did something that a lot of artists don't do. Even though we see the human side of artists as far as addiction and going back and forth to jail, DMX showed that could happen and you could still overcome your oppositions or your trials and tribulations. A lot of people don't know, or if they do know, DMX is also very religious.
Yeah.
And each album,
album Freedom, right?
I'm about to say I was going that route. Every album he had his religious song. He had something that he had to
right.
He had a song where he talked to God or the devil and he prayed.
Right, all the time. So that was a sign that was him saying that, no matter what I go through, I know God got me. And it shows time at the time. And people be looking for that comeback. And there's a lot of people that be rooting for him, like, dude, just get past the addiction, yo, and you got it. Because he had his handle on the game. Like, he had that vice grip on the game. Like, anytime DMX funny. Every time he dropped something, no matter what it was, you knew it was going to be a hit. The
other day, because I was skimming through my XM channels. I'm skimming through, and Slippin' came on.
That seems to be the song for the theme for this week. Yeah. That's the second time I've seen it.
So, and I was like really like, I don't know, it was like I was really listening to the lyrics, and I was like, wow. You know what I mean?
He's before his time.
And like I said, and there's a lot of rappers that have went into movies, and I'd be like, you should just stick with rapping. But I liked I've never really watched. I didn't get into that one. You know what I mean? That's everybody's movie, but I just like.
It was okay.
But I like the one where he was King David. Never Die Alone.
Yeah.
I like that one, but I also like that one because of the plot twist and how everything, you know what I mean? But him in that character, I wasn't looking at DMX. You know what I mean? He made me forget that he was DMX and he was actually King David. So, I was like, what the hell was that?
Okay. Hand in the pocket. Let's go.
Take the hand.
But. I was just like, it just hit me like when we said, I was like, he's went through so many things and got back up and recorded again, and he's put his life out there. I actually a few years back for my birthday, I was with Keisha Starr. She was promoting her book that she had written, and she had Mama D with her from Love and Hip Hop, and also DMX's ex-wife now. So I got to spend my birthday with all of those people.
That's pretty cool.
You know what I mean? Nice. It was kind of, it was like I was working because I was taking pictures, but I was sitting there in the makeup, getting my makeup done, and Mama D is sitting right next to me talking all kinds of crazy stuff because I was like, I was wondering, is she really like this, like she is on TV? Yes, she really is. But I really didn't get to talk to DMX's, was his wife at the time, or they were getting ready to divorce something. But she seemed like a real nice lady, and I was like, how does she, like, and I'm like, maybe she puts up with it because of the money. Who knows? Like, could be love, could be whatever. But something else I wanted to ask you all and get your opinion on, because I really don't give a damn, but it was a top topic on the internet today.
More than likely, I'm not going to give a damn either. But
Nicki Minaj retiring.
Don't give a damn. Keep going.
No, do you really think she? I think it's a
stunt.
I hope so.
It's just as bad as when Jay-Z said it, and then dropped
the
the album the next
four
year.
times that he said.
The first he said it with Hard Not Life, then he said it with Black Album.
No, he originally said it with Streets Is Watching. So that was supposed to
That's not even the first.
He was going to say he was supposed to have did Streets Is Watching. That was going to be it.
And then his first million,
he said Streets Is Watching. All right, I'm done.
Couple million dollars later,
done.
So As for Nicki, nobody believes. I mean, I like Nicki. I'm a Nicki fan. I buy albums. I like her stuff. But
she don't buy nothing she made. I never bought.
She's one of those artists that I liked her when she first came out.
I feel
and then she became a character.
Yeah, she started. I mean,
she became a DLC.
I think she messed ourselves up. Not really that she messed herself up, but I think the game messed us up by letting her be the only person in the game for like 7 years straight. But she don't realize she was the only person in the game for 7 years straight. You really ain't no queen if you ain't got no competition.
and then when she got competition,
then she got like she don't know what to do with herself. I don't even want to say she got dethroned because she did literally just like put out one of her best albums after Cardi came out. But we don't really care no more. People don't care no more.
Yeah.
She became
She
became a CAW.
What's that?
Creator wrestler.
What?
She's a DLC now. Downloadable character.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like on NBA Jam?
Yep.
Yeah.
She got a real big hit.
She's one of them
She's on fire.
Oh my gosh.
She's like one of them legendary characters that come out on SmackDown and stuff like that. You gotta wait for them to release it so you can buy her.
I think
she doesn't come with the game no more.
I think for me that when they start with the cockiness, it's good to be confident, but when they start with the cockiness and the talking, the basically I think a lot of it is like they say lies and stuff like that, because like even Cardi, like I'm not really a big Cardi B fan. I'm a Cardi B, like, I like how she says what she wants to say. She does what she wants to do. She's not gonna let nobody stand in her way. She gonna do what she wants. Mm-hmm. She's not letting anybody pull her strings or censor her or anything else. She's not, she's not up here saying, "Oh yeah, well I'm better than everybody out here." Da 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 da. She's just like, I'm doing what I do, and that's that, and that's
she
it.
Had a bunch of chicks that was better than her. in my opinion, when Jermaine Dupri had said that thing about all women being stripper rappers, something like
right?
That. And then she started naming my girl Rhapsody and all these other what's my Sierra what's her name? Sierra Wack. She started naming some of these dope female artists and started putting their names out there. Like basically, like there's a bunch of dope females out here. So
you know who else did it?
Nicki probably would have never did that. Nicki was like, I am the truth.
Right. I like her because she came up under Wayne. Mm-hmm. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I like Lil Wayne way back when, like the dedications. Oh yeah, back like when he first came out, with the Hot Boys and everything. But like the dedications and maybe the first couple, like Carters or whatever.
I to the Carter 3, and that's when he changed.
Right.
He did I'm Not a Human Being, that rock and roll album, and then I don't know what happened.
But my thing is with him is he's constantly like, I was just listening. What song was it? And I don't even remember now because I can't think. But he says the same things over and over in like almost every song that he does or every verse that he does. Exactly. That's the one. That's the same one. The Goon to the Goblin thing. She does the same thing in her song. She raps about these same things and says these same things. Like you're not even switching it up. Because why? Because you don't think you have to? People get bored with that. Maybe. But, and then with social media now, everything, your whole life is out front and it's in the spotlight. You know what I mean?
It was like when you put it in a movie, you see the name of the title of the movie right there.
Right.
Yeah, he said it.
Right. So, like I've never been a fan of hers. But I liked her when she first came out because she was different. She wasn't like these other females. She was going in another lane. But when you become a character to me, I can't even take you seriously now. Like it would be like, okay, Brian, I know you personally. I know, you go to church, you got a family, you got this, I know you. So if you were to make a song talking about you out here on these streets and you on the corner and you doing this, that, I can't believe you because I'm
actually going to punch in your face.
Right, but you know what I mean?
No, you know what? I'm horrible. If I ever hear you rap like that, I'm in your career.
I'm gonna come at you, Duke.
You're not gonna survive. You're gonna be another Section 8.
Ain't nobody checking for you, but
man made one day on this track, this line against me, and now you feel like he's somebody special.
But
never.
Never feel like somebody special.
But you know what I mean? Like, so when I see this kind of stuff in an artist, I just become that's okay. I don't, you could be really dope, but I don't believe you anymore. And you're like, you're
lying.
But that goes back to me being a true hip hop head, I think, because I can't get with, trap music is a guilty pleasure. It's from time to time. You know what I mean?
T.I.'s always been trap music, and I could buy him all day.
Right, I love. Oh my God, his last album. Oh my God, I played that over and over.
10, pretty much. What was it called?
I ain't know come on a new album.
It's been months ago.
It was his 10th album. Yeah, it was a little while ago.
But
don't know nothing.
Dime Trap, that's what it's called.
Yes, he got
Trap.
Dave Chappelle doing the skits on there and everything.
I have to see his new show.
Oh my God, yes you do. It is hilarious. Netflix, Sticks and Stones. Dave Chappelle.
I thought it was a one show. It's not like a
it's like
it's a Tony.
Let me tell you, I came upon it by accident. So I hit up my friend and was like, "Yeah, something about Dave Chappelle." He's like, "Wait a minute, what? Dave Chappelle got a new stand up?" I said, "Yes, it's on Netflix." Oh, okay.
My internet acting crazy. Y'all send me single or something. My hotspot don't even want to act for right.
But T.I., the one song that's on that on his album Dime Trap that is my favorite song is called Wraith, and it's with who is it? Yo Gotti. Yeah. I don't even like Yo Gotti, but I like Yo Gotti's verse on that. I don't like Yo Gotti. I'm sorry, I just don't.
You from Baltimore? You don't like Yo Gotti?
I'm not from Baltimore. That's the whole point.
Sorry, you be here.
I be here, but I don't like him.
I don't like Yo Gotti.
I ain't a fan of Yo Gotti.
I'm not either, but his verse on that song, I rock with it. But with me, like I said, with me, like I'm just finicky when it comes to certain. Like I'm not even trying to like listen. Like everybody's like there's so many projects that have dropped, and I'm like, oh, I don't have, my brain cannot function because there's so much music that has dropped.
Man, I said that same thing. It's like so much.
Everybody look
this is the industry.
From the industry to the underground independent artists here in Baltimore, just dropping music. So I'm just like,
Hey.
Hi.
Excuse me. Are you on the right place?
Oh.
So, so everybody's dropping music, and I'm like, I can't, like, I like to listen to a project, and I like to listen to it while I'm at work in my headphones, while I'm in my car. I don't own any like speakers or any radios or anything in my house. So everything is on my phone. So I listen to it while I'm at work. I listen to it while I'm in the car.
No way to get you for Christmas. We're going to get your Bluetooth speaker.
Right.
My son has one. My son has a tower. And that gets on my nerves. And I'm getting ready to throw it out the window.
You should just put it in your room so you can listen.
I heard Witch Cloud is coming out with a new album. Black Star.
Yeah.
I really don't care about that.
You know who's got a new EP?
The only reason
coming out?
Oh, Brown Lyrics. Shameless plug in. The only reason I don't care about Black Star, and I pain myself to say this because I love Black Star, but I don't care about it because
you got this stupid internet beef with Talib Kweli. We don't care.
I don't care about him or his life.
Talib Kweli said some smart stuff to him on Twitter one time, and then he got this little.
If I see him on the me and Talib.
And if you see him, it's on site. He already got the verse memorized.
Yep.
He gonna battle right in the middle of the.
You gotta get it. You gotta record it too.
I am gonna record it. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about you got a video record when you're in his face and you're spitting his verse.
Yep.
Okay.
He's coming out October.
Okay. I mean, but I can't lie. He is a jerk on Instagram.
So we literally got into it like
Twitter. He is a jerk on Instagram.
I'm looking like,
You gonna be a soundstage?
Yeah, you gonna be a soundstage.
You gonna buy a ticket?
Yeah.
So you can get on stage and get kicked off the stage by the security?
Well, make sure it's the big light-skinned security officer and punch him in both of his eyes for me because he's the one I cussed out.
Okay. You get the left side, I get the right.
I'm telling you because I don't like him because he got smart with me.
I want to see the performance though.
Right.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to
I'm trying to get a high tech beat.
You
I
ain't
don't
no
want you to go support him. I want you to go drop these bars.
You can tell he ain't got my back though. That's horrible.
Right here,
I got your back, bro.
He got your back.
Way back.
No.
There you go.
From the side.
I got your back from over here.
And it's messed up because I was the one that was disrespected, and I was like just looking out for me. He literally came off wrong at me. I'm looking like, I got the screenshot. I said it's doing too.
I said it was funny.
There was nothing funny about that. It hurt because I looked.
You know how they say you things happen in life and you look back at it and laugh at it?
I'm not laughing.
When are you gonna start chuckling?
Not at all. Not at all. I'm gonna destroy his life. Oh God, I'm gonna destroy.
He said, ha 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 ha.
You know what's messed up? Like I had told Nikki about it the same day it happened.
And she said, ha 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 ha.
No, she did not. We actually got into it behind it.
Really?
Yeah, not in a good way neither. But fast forward a year later, yep, and it rehashed, and I showed her what happened. She was like, "Oh, I didn't know. I was trying to tell you." She's like, "Oh," I'm like, "I could have ended then." She was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Tisk, tisk, tisk. Should have used whisper, dude." So, when I see him, he's dead.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Verbally.
So he,
verbally, lyrically.
yeah, so like
Verbally and lyrically, he's
pay
dead.
for you're gonna support his craft by paying for a ticket. They'll go inside. So he can jump on stage.
Or he can get somebody else to pay for his ticket so it didn't come out of his pocket. Yeah.
I got half for you.
Or I
It's
do
$2,
know,
so you get
or
that.
I do know people. You forgot.
Who know nobody, who know nothing.
One of the security guards that work at Baltimore Soundstage.
Name two his names.
Michael Burnett.
Which one is that?
He's a security guard. I call him Black Superman because typically when he does it, he has the Superman.
I only know Pooh. She's the only one who knows me. The rest of them just look at me like crazy, and I've seen them like 900 times. Like that big light skinned one, because he's the one that I got smart with. Because it was a Ghostface Killer show, and he said 3 songs and you got to come out. I said, why? It's local artists. Why do I got to come out? It's just the rules. 3 songs. I said, so I got 3 songs and then I got to come out because they're local artists. Oh, okay. It makes freaking sense to me.
You said light skin?
Mm-hmm.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Like he look like the type.
He look like he's slow.
Yeah, he like the type. He got 3 pumps and then he come out. Yeah.
Right. Him.
Right.
So I cussed him out. Here come Frank. Look, here come Frank. Look, I'm just ignoring that. Here come Frank talking about it was my bad. It was my bad, Lisa. I didn't know. He's like, I didn't know, blase blah. And if you yelled at him or anything, you got to apologize. I'm not apologizing to him. I said other choice words that I can't say on this radio show. So then no. So then it was me and Ruben Green. We're in the pit. 3 songs, we got to get out. Well, Billy Live comes on stage. Well, Jay McGraw, look, he's talking about me. Jay McGraw is talking about me. He is. He's talking about me.
He said 3 words about you.
He probably said more than that. J Money Hackett did 2 songs, and then Billy comes out and does his song. So I get hardly any pictures of Billy because 3 songs and I had to come out. I was like, this is some messed up. Yeah.
He never said you ain't kidding. Go back in though.
Yeah.
You come out, you get a Coke, and go right back in.
No.
Coke at a time.
No, 3 songs for the set, and everybody got to come out. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you go in.
Set.
Yep, for the whole set.
It's 15-minute set. It's like 4 songs.
It might have been. No, it was more than that because the Ghostface show.
You can't go back on the next set.
I can go back. So.
What kind of stupid stuff is that? You should have picked the last 4 songs.
But I couldn't because it was the first. Yeah. So then when Ghostface gets on stage, there's hella people in the pit. We can't even get out. So I'm there for the whole set of Ghostface.
Is this the one where he got on stage?
No.
That was the best one ever.
I don't think so. I don't think it was. This is when Billy.
Get on stage and he got protect
No.
right?
Hers was Ghostface by itself, right?
I think so. Because I've done taking pictures of Ghostface a couple times. I was.
Ray, I ain't going to no Ray One show.
I was there.
I went to the Ghostface show. I ain't going to no
It happened to me twice.
Yeah.
Ghostface twice?
Yeah.
I was at that one. Yeah, I was at this one. But also the first, I think one of the first ones that I went to with Ghostface, first one, it was when he brought out, like, it was like a whole, like, they were in cloaks and stuff. Like, it was awesome.
I was mad when he did the 12 Reasons to Die.
Yep.
Yo, that was me. I was so mad I couldn't make that.
I wanted to meet him so bad. I was trying, because anybody that knows me knows I don't go groupie for anybody. Like, I have met so many people. Like, I just met Stevie Stone a couple months ago, and I absolutely love Stevie Stone from Strange Music. Tech Nine is one of my favorite artists. And I was there talking to Stevie. Stevie giving me hugs, kissing me on my cheek and everything else. I wasn't trying to take him home with me. I probably was trying to, but I was like refraining myself. But with Tony Stark, Ghostface Killer. But Ghostface Killer, oh my goodness.
Why did you say somebody taking him home?
Yeah.
Just in case.
Right back around. See how it comes around full circle? That's how we do it here. But yeah, Ghostface is like, I wanted to meet him so bad, but my daughter comes and like, "Ma, can you come and pick me up?" Really?
Walk home. You got Uber. Hey, let me transfer you.
No, that was before Uber. It was before Uber.
Walk on by.
Let me email you $20.
I wasn't emailing her nothing.
Email you $20.
No, I was going to say, you got there, you can get home. But I'm not like that. I'm not that kind of a mommy. So, yeah, well.
You a better mother than I.
Hey, y'all.
You do this every single time. You don't never know when you going to.
I told you I was going to give you the 2 hours.
I know. So, well, I'm going to thank Poetless Shakespeare wherever she may be, probably celebrating her birthday.
Happy birthday.
You going to fight her.
Yeah.
I wouldn't if I was you. All the stuff she was telling me that she know how to do that. Like, yeah, she told me her grandfather put her in all that stuff, Taekwondo and everything.
I'm sorry, my bad. I'm gonna shoot her. If that's how
yeah, you might be better off that way, but I don't know.
I was getting ready to say you can't even shoot straight, but you got 7 kids. So
oh dang, he went there.
Did you just say what I?
He went there. He went there.
To the Matrix?
Yup.
Back in.
Hey, wait a minute, hold up. Reverse.
First of all.
Rewind.
Second of all.
First of all, and
third
second
of all. 4, 5, 6, and 7 of all.
I ain't got that many.
Yeah, you got 7 kids.
I ain't got how many kids?
7.
Your calculator broke.
But so
I do
yeah.
have 7 though.
Yeah, I know.
He's there.
4 or 5.
No,
So,
his name's 7.
I wanna thank her for coming through and talking and everything.
Thank you for that.
Yep. And
You welcome.
this is the reason why she told you guys to come.
Oh, she I guess.
She set y'all up.
All she had to do was say, get the guild in the buildings.
I mean, really?
Right.
Yeah, I would.
So so thank you, XO.
Step to the rap game, I had no respect. I'm sorry.
And thank you, Brian Lyrics.
So with success, I give it real bars. I give it success.
But if I talk about the lean, the pills, and the weed, and the Xan extract, then I get rich quick.
Well,
Oh, crazy. Man, I gotta work tomorrow. So every show I give you all the rundown of who's coming through in the next few weeks. So
Another 20 minutes right here because you got a long list.
no, I don't. So next Saturday, the 14th, I got C Love from the Pit Fights. He's coming through. 21st, I got my guys Holiday Shells coming through. 28th, Pennsylvania artist. I don't know exactly who's coming through, but that day is set for them. October the 5th, Dirt Road is he's from Annapolis. The 12th, Yellow Jesus. The 19th, MD's Finest. The 26th, more Pennsylvania artists coming through. November the 2nd is very special to me because these are guys that are coming from where I'm originally from, which is on the Eastern Shore. They're actually, I think they're from Kent County, Maryland. I'm from Queen Anne's. So we're right there together. So my homegirl hit me up and she asked me about doing the interview or whatever. So I got them. They're called We Up Next Entertainment. And I believe one of them is actually related to my oldest 2 children. Yeah. I think one of them is their cousin. Oh, everybody's related over there, trust me. That's why I had to leave.
Oh crap.
And then November the 9th, I have an artist coming through. She's I think he told me like she's 20 years old. She's a new artist. They're working with her. My man's he goes by City the King now. His name used to be B City. It's his people. He's working with her and Yeah, so I'm booked up until November as of right now. If
Man,
anybody cancels, I will be hitting people up because yes, sir. You in the back.
I need a new show to talk about my new EP.
Okay.
Which is released September 20th.
See,
In case I didn't say that.
This is why you know
For
what
all seasons.
I need a show with a whole bunch of sponsors so I can get paid, and then I could do a show like 5 days a week, and then I wouldn't have to freaking work.
Maybe you should pass a collection plate whenever we come in.
I need to pass a collection plate to some artists. To some artists, some businesses, and everything. Look, just hand me the food stamp card, yo. Just hand me the food stamp card.
What's that? Is he serving?
My food stamps.
No, this is 7. I was loaded.
Yep, it is.
Let me go buy my lunch for work.
Yeah.
Word. It's at 7-Eleven.
So because I don't play about this. This show is very important to me. It's my baby. It's my passion, and anything that I can do to help people, artists, businesses, whatever that everybody's like, oh, you need to get paid. You're right. I do need to get paid, but at the same time, I'm rewarded. I'm rewarded.
Excuse me.
He's trying to get paid too. What you saying? Right. Him and Jay trying to get paid. We all trying to get some money. But
just want to make sure you knew who to talk to.
But this has just been me. I'm always trying to help out people, and it bites me in my behind a lot. But I've met a lot of great people along the way. Mm-hmm. And I'm blessed. That's all I can say is I'm blessed.
You're that shit. You dope.
Yeah, I'm a little bit. I don't know. I'm blessed. I'm very blessed.
Blessed.
And I'm very blessed that my man Bad News woke up today.
Hallelujah.
Thank God. I actually, when I read that status, I started crying, and that's when EXO walked up, and I had to wipe my tears away because I don't like nobody see me crying.
I'll call it. She's fine though.
Everybody under the bus. I am. No, that was really under the motorcycle. That wasn't that big.
I'm driving that bad.
That was under the dirt bike. 12 o'clock boys got me.
12 o'clock boys got me.
Yeah. So I thank you guys again for coming through and having fun with me and talking.
I'm glad we did show up because we didn't talk to yourself.
No, my show would have ended right then and there. All right, she not coming back. All right, well I'll catch y'all next week. I'm going home and go sleep. Right. Antoine been like, cool, go. Antoine be like, oh, okay, let's go. And his wife wouldn't have came up here. She would just met him at home. Isn't that right? Oh damn.
I don't let my wife have no key to the house. What?
You gonna get smacked on camera, and I'm gonna make sure I capture it, and then we gonna loop it. We gonna loop it. Yup, we gonna loop it.
Who else get locked up other than him? Kirkpatrick.
Yup. So again, thank you all for tuning in on Power 4.4 Radio, also on my YouTube, Baltimore Paparazzi YouTube channel, and I'll catch y'all next week. And y'all be safe out there. Streets don't love nobody.
Oh, I wasn't doing the podcast.